Hello? Can you hear me now? I would hope that now there's audio again. Yo, hey guys, so sorry about that. I don't know, OBS just crashed. Now, I did delete a program that was related to OBS, but it was an Elgato program, so I'm pretty sure it's not related. Yeah, for some reason, so Twitch has got this disconnection protection, but I stream with 2 audio lines based on great advice. So that you guys live with me on Twitch can hear the music and we can chill out, and I get to listen to music I like whilst I work. But in order to avoid getting shut down by the copyright crew, the music audio doesn't record. So, none of this stays. So, I don't get DMCA strikes. And if you do that and you stream with 2 audio lines, for some reason, disconnect, wassa, disconnect protect does not know to hook the audio back in properly. Anyway. Didn't you mention reading the King Killer Chronicles? The King Killer Chronicles. That's not Name of the Wind, right? The King Killer Chronicles are the one with Stormfather. Spren. This Spren is smarter. Yeah, I do wish to give those a go properly, because I listened to them on audiobook for 1 book and a half. Oh, it is. Oh, it's Rufus. It's Rufus. Yeah, no, I've read those 2. Yeah, I certainly enjoyed reading them, and I really got into the universe, and I really enjoyed the hard magic system, but specifically, I really enjoyed the description of the bad guy and the history behind the bad guy, and like how he's in shadow. And I've seen some amazing artwork by a book illustrator I follow about it as well. However, it comes with a bit of a caveat, because it's kind of up itself, because you're listening to somebody's account of their own childhood. And the first half of the first book is basically them going on about how they're a really cool, clever child. How even at 10 years old, they were smarter and better than all the other kids. And adults respect him because he's such a smart kid. And, like, obviously, this character, Kavoth, am I getting that correct? Obviously, Kavoth has to have very unique experiences in order to become a very unique character. But some of it's so weirdly and badly contrived. Like, there's one bit where, he's the only white guy who's ever been allowed to train in martial arts in this special martial arts village. And you go through this whole thing where it's just like, wow, he's the one white guy who happens to know the secret fighting techniques, as well as being an accomplished magician. Because whilst he was studying to be a magician, he was also actually having an adult war with another magician the whole time, and learning to break up his thinking into 2 pathways. All of that conceptually is really good, but as you read it in a book about a guy talking about how great he is, sometimes you kind of roll your eyes a little bit. And yeah, guys, can somebody just type restart my stream in chat, just in case anybody else is still here waiting? I'd appreciate that. Save me putting down a pen. But it's the bit where he's finished training in the Kung Fu school. And in the book so far, he hasn't really had much of a proper relationship. There's a main female love interest, but he hasn't had much by the way of relationship experience. So they just shortcut that, so that when he's traveling back from the Kung Fu school, he just happens to come across an ancient and mystical, godlike creature of lovemaking. This special kind of like sexy fairy siren god, that's like the ultimate cosmic lovemaker, and she makes love to men and kills them. And he gets sucked up into her world, but fortunately he's so good at playing the flute or something that he entrances her and learns all the greatest sex techniques in the world. And he's the one guy who got sucked up by the sex witch and survived and made her really be into him. You're just like, oh my god. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, I gotta go. And then I tried driving a car, and it turns out I was the greatest race driver that ever lived. And then I tried making a quick stew, and it turns out that Gordon Ramsay was my stew master, and he said that I was the best stew maker ever. You're just like, oh, do you know what I mean? But it's good, it is good. Unfortunately, it commits the greatest sin that... So there's two greatest sins in the world of media. The greatest sin in the world of video game media is making your game too long. To the point, especially if it's a horror game, to the point that I'm no longer scared and I'm just getting through the tasks so that I can be done. The other most sacred sin in media is an incomplete book series, and worse, recommending an incomplete book series to me, which I then end up getting into, and then I have to wait. If you recommend to me, and I've made this very clear, and obviously this stream is a safe space, but if you recommend to me an incomplete book series that I end up loving, and then I have to now wait like everyone else, I will burn your house down, okay? I will ruin your life. So watch it. Because yeah, Name of the Wind, Nagy got me on Name of the Wind. And now, like every other arsehole, I'm sitting here waiting for the next book. And then Game of Thrones is the obvious one. I swear to God, I swear to God, the day that George R.R. Martin finishes the Game of Thrones books, the day he releases A Dream of Spring, I reckon people will tear him apart. I reckon a crowd will go to his house and they will literally rip him limb from limb. Because he has milked us as an audience. He knows we only want one thing. He knows we only want one book. And he knows that the moment he's done with these books, he will have no value and no worth. And he has pushed us too far. You know what I'm... Anyway. Anyway, let me get down here. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. So anyway, I'm really sorry. Oh, JG Penitent. How you doing, JG? I'm really sorry, guys, if I missed anything in chat, but I think I've just had to scroll past a chunk when I reconnected. Mikey, in the content of your story, did you explain the subject you were given? Everyone who had to hear what was made dumber by having to listen to that. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. What film? Oh, it's a film! Oh God, Himongchi, I didn't realize you were quoting. I was like, what is he saying? Okay, Himongchi's doing a what film? In the content of your story, did you explain the subject you were given? Everyone who had to hear that was made dumber by having to listen to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Well, I'm assuming it's not Harry Potter, because there's lots of points in that. I don't think I know. I don't think I know, Himongchi. Hey, Mikey, I was watching one of your old... Yo, can you give me another clue? Don't give me the answer, bro. Can you give me a clue? I was watching one of your old DWMs on YouTube and using it as a reference. Do you mind if I share? Yo, can someone drop PBG... Oh. Okay, sorry. This happened in the past and you already have a permo and a link. Ooh, okay. I see you there. You're building up some facial structure. You're putting the whole plot together. I like it so far. Keep it up. I love your energy. It's positive and kind. Cat Von. Oh, Cat Von. Don't worry, that doesn't last. Cat Von, wait till you see me play a video game where I haven't quite read the instructions because I was paying attention to chat, and watch how not positive I become. Okay. I'm really pleased that you think that, but I have to manage your expectations right now. Otherwise, you're going to get real upset in the future. The cut when you go back to you on the phone. And Ratum is still playing, but it's distorted, so it sounds like it's coming out of the phone. It's so good. Oh, the Matrix thing. Oh, Fenrir, bless your heart. Thank you. Oh, thanks for saying, man. Yeah, it's just, that's my idea of fun and humour. Anyway. Yo, Himongchi, I want another vibe. Okay, let's get right down here. Hello again, friends. You can all hear me. I'm so pleased. Stormlight Archive versus Way of the Kings. Stormlight Archive is complete? Question mark? I'll ask Brian Herbert to finish Game of Thrones for you. Izzy, you're gorgeous and everything, but I think I might stop sharing with you. That's very... I know you're just having fun, Izzy, but that's very 2022 kind of energy. And, you know, we're out here in 2023. And the year is going to be a good experience for all of us. And I don't think you have to... I don't think you need to bring up Brian Herbert in my streams. That's kind of last year energy. Brian Herbert is not a good author. And I will not start talking about that because that's negative. Let's just enjoy the ones that Frank made, okay? This house is a Frank Herbert only house. And that's good. And we have those, and nobody has taken those away from us. It's just that somebody else fought to fill in the gaps which did not require filling. I'm twitching! Can you see my microaggressions slowly kicking in? This is fine, this is fine. I feel like, do you know who I feel like? Who's that guy from the Pink Panther? Not the guy from, How I Learned to Love the Bomb, but the chief of police. I feel like him having to deal with some of you guys. Is it Detective Clouseau? Inspector Clouseau? Yo, is the chief of police called Herbert Lom? Clouseau. Yeah, not Inspector Clouseau, but the chief of police who has to work with him. Somehow that's how I feel about having to stream with you guys. Yo, Nana Pion, what's good? Do you wonder how much the main character is acting as a self-insert for... Yeah, Nana Pion, that's... It's... Yeah, it's, there's a... And it's like, it's necessary. It's narratively necessary. This guy is literally talking to a biographer about the story of his life. And this guy is, like, low-key one of the most incredible characters. But, like, if you had it from a book in a third-person perspective, they would be doing incredible things. But for some reason, when you couch it in an autobiographical conversation, it's just like, anyway, and then I did this, and then I did that. It's like, how to put it? If Kavoth was on Twitter, he'd be like one of those really hardcore virtue signaling accounts all the time. He'd be one of those Twitter accounts who, apropos of nothing, just goes, hey, do you know what I don't agree with? Pedophilia. And then everybody who follows him goes, yeah, I think abusing kids is bad as well. Yeah, everybody. And it's just like, right. So, and... That's Kavoth, anyway. And by the way, that's also my response to the last James Bond movie. There's a bit in the last James Bond movie where the very wasted talents of the guy from iRobot talks about his big evil plans and his motivations. Spoiler alert, there aren't any, they didn't write them. And he's just like, oh, I believe... Yeah, Rami Malek. I believe, Mr. Bond, that the world requires... suffering, and that making the world a worse place is actually a good plan. That's literally his entire motivation. And James Bond's just like, right, 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 and... Do you know what I mean? Oh, did I say iRobot? R.A. Salvatore needs to read some of his books. R.A. Salvatore? Isn't he a DJ? Salvatore. He's a DJ who makes fun YouTube videos. Salvatore. Janky Doctor No and his 5 poison plants. You'll see, Mr. Bond. Look at my extensive and very lavish garden, comprised of about 3 pot plants. Yes. Mate, Rami Malek is about as good as looking after plants as I am. Fucking. This is my poison garden. Mate, you could fit it in a fucking window box. It's been 10 years. Wait, has he been writing the next book for the last 10 years? Don't ever go on Wattpad. Oh, which one's Wattpad? Is Wattpad for one that's Tumblr, but there's no pictures? It's all people's writing projects. I could go on Wattpad. Oh, by the way, Izzy, I'm still waiting for you to vet a not endless child abuse creepypasta for me. I'm still waiting for you to come up with a short one for me that's a little bit creepier and less child abuse-ier. There are no safe spaces. Your dick size is always on the line. Empathics, when you say it like that, you sound like you've got a knife. Ooh. Disco Beard has done one of the most beautiful things a viewer can do. If you wonderful people, have Amazon Prime, you get for free a Prime sub, i.e. support your streamer, costing you nothing. And the wonderful Disco Beard has used their Prime Gaming sub on your handsome man, mikeymegamega, hashtag I will live forever. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. 6 months. Yo, much love. I miss ranting Michael. Yeah, sorry, Gem. Sorry, Gem, I've got good energy now. There's no more ranting in 2023. We create good experiences and good vibes only. Alien Isolation, yeah, Kid Ludens, that's my go-to. I want to replay Alien Isolation. And the thing that makes me hesitate every time, as well as the fact I can't fit the time in, is that I just remember feeling bored at the end. I remember literally just being like, this game is literally somewhere between a quarter and a third too long. Oh, excuse me, burping. I'm so sorry. Right, slosh tea. If you slosh tea and talk, you will eventually start burping. The ultimate Mary Sue. That's so dumb. I'm sorry. What? Yeah. Oh, it's hentai all over again. Yeah. Well, yeah. This is it. This is what's in the book. Also, doesn't help that the author of the series is actively antagonistic towards his fan base. Do you know what, Fenrir? I can understand that. I bet if you do something creative and make your own project, and then every single person who likes your project wants to talk about it and have opinions on it, I could imagine like just being like, oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm not releasing the next one. I'll just write it for myself. Oh, by the way, Brigitte Revolution. Hello there, Brigitte. How you doing? Welcome on in. Reminds me of Zelda Skyward Sword. I was really enjoying all of it, despite it being visually superior Ocarina of Time. Oh, is that the one? Is that the one? I heard that Ocarina of Time had an unofficial remake in one of the Zeldas. Just like how Silent Hill had an unofficial remake in one of the other Silent Hills. I was just getting ready to go to the final boss. And it just drops a dump of filler missions. And you're just like, yeah, I'm out. This is too long now. Ruined it. Yeah. Berserk. I know, Gem. I know, Gem, I'm with you. Berserk, Hunter x Hunter. Back on hiatus. The dragons. The dragons? The dragons. Which dragons? There won't be any more books by Terry Pratchett. Oh, he did pass away. I live in the same city. Tell me you've tried. Wait, I'm so sorry. I might have missed what that chat was about. Hey, ugly weep. How you doing, man? At least Martin enjoys writing, but Game of Thrones will never be completed. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking deathbed territory, Fenrir. Hey, Frostbites. It's because he knows. He knows we'd all get down and suck on his D for half of the sample passage. I'm sure you've all seen that college humor video. Oh god, we never watched the other video the other day. Before we go raid at the end of the stream, don't worry, that's not for ages. We need to watch 2 videos. We need to watch the Epic Rap Battles video and that college humor Game of Thrones video again. Oh, it's Billy Madison! Oh, it's Billy Madison. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I totally didn't get that. I've not watched Billy Madison. Or like, I've not paid attention to it. One of my mates, if we went back to her house after a night out, like, you know, the crew of us, and we were all like drunk and just sitting in our bedroom, she always used to put on Adam Sandler movies in the background, but we never really watched them because we're all pissed. So I don't really know Billy Madison. I've watched the first half of 50 First Dates, and I've watched the scene in Happy Gilmore where he just says, tap, tap, tappy, tap, taparoo. And that is pretty much the full extent of my Adam Sandler knowledge. Also, he was in Pixels. And this can be used as evidence in a court of law. I suggest you rescind all previous threats against your chat and against J.R.R. Martin. I would like to just clarify that I'm... Disclaimer, I'm only joking. I will not be part of the group of people that are very likely to tear apart J.R.R. Martin after he finishes the Game of Thrones books because he's teased us way too much. But like, it's like, you know, it's like when you just annoy a dog too much, even if you love the dog and the dog loves you, and it's very well house trained. If you annoy it enough, you can make it snap. And unlike Hisoka, I don't contain the properties of both rubber and gum as an audience. Like, he's pushing it, and he knows it. And one day, a storm's coming, Mr. Wayne. Do you know what I mean? One day there'll be a reckoning. Oh, there's too much tea. I haven't got any echo. Fortunately, I keep 2 mugs just for this occasion.
Ah, the great people of Gotham! We have placed the responsibility in the hands of one of your citizens. Yes, all the writers of unfinished novels will pay in justice. George R. R. Martin. Such a lovely voice.
The book? It's getting written?
Yes. The pages, they turn. No, they'll be expecting 2 sequels.
The fire, it burns. Anyway. Heck yeah, keep it up. Yo, let's go. Wait, what are we talking about? Hey, Batispada, how you doing, by the way? Today, June. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't get it. Herbert Lom, Chief Inspector Dreyfus. I just had to hold back a borderline autonomic response just then. When I go to the doctor, there's 2 different tests that a doctor will perform on me. One of them is that he taps me on the knee to see if my leg kicks. And the other is he just says the words Richard Dreyfuss to see if I yell out Richard Dreyfuss as a response. I'm learning to control myself. The books I recommend are R.A. Salvatore. The Drizzt books. The Legend of Drizzt. Oh, really? Alright, Lady Zamos. You have been bestowed with the most medium honour I can give chat. Which is, I will copy and paste what you've said into a notepad file to look at later sometime. No time to give a... Yeah, no time to give a fuck. No, I'm not ranting. No, I'm not. No, we don't do that anymore. But wait, he has a charity that pays him 100,000 a year for renting his house. Wait, what? Has he got some kind of scheme going on? I've been wanting to be creative recently, says Nanapion, but I can't decide what to do or make. Do you have any tips on forcing yourself to take action? Well, I've got tips on trying to get the juices flowing again, but in terms of making you physically do it, like I say before, I have an app on my phone that helps me do artwork. I mean, I'd recommend this to anyone. If you're struggling to get productive with artwork or any of your kind of job, I've got this really good motivational app on the phone. It's called the HSBC Banking app. So if you're part of HSBC Bank, get it. If you have a different bank, they probably have their own app. And if I'm not feeling motivated to work, what I do is I open up the app and I look at my mortgage repayments. And I look at how much my mortgage costs me every month. And I suddenly think, oh, maybe I do want to do some work. Actually, maybe I want to work right now before they take my house. I find it really motivating. It's very, very good. Like, you can use it, it depends how much you want to use it. Like, you could use it in the morning. Some people just use it, like, every night before they go to bed, so that, like, they get to think about it as they sleep. Oh, it's really good. It's kind of like hacking your own brain. It's a really good app. Really good app. She's got quite a big ear. Aggie Cute, hello there, thanks for the follow. Please cure me of my laziness. Yeah, go get the app. Ugly Weeb, hiya, by the way. How you doing? Going back to the classics, Mikey. How does Jeff the Killer sound? Jeff the Killer. Remind me, Izzy. Is that the Australian movie that's a biopic about this absolute psychopath and his time in and out of jail? Is that Jeff the Killer? Because that's a real under the movie radar if we're talking about the same thing. Is it Australian Pride that you happen to know that? Oh, you think? Oh, Chopper. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Chopper. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I had Chopper in my head. Which one's Jeff the Killer? Favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Go. Azura Death Sandwich. So let me give you context before I answer. Number one, I haven't watched or finished reading Dragon Ball Z. I have behind me the entire special edition Dragon Ball collection. From this area on my shelves behind me, this is all the Dragon Ball manga volumes. And I have watched and read... No, I've watched all of Dragon Ball, this bit, and read a few of the Dragon Ball, because it's all in Japanese. It takes me a very long time. But I still don't know much about Dragon Ball Z, other than, you know, what you soak up just from existing on the internet. So my answer is probably the stuff. Is it Tao Pai Pai? There's like this Chinese assassin who works for the Red Ribbon Army, and Goku. I think Goku ends up in this like Red Ribbon Tower with him or something, and Goku's just constantly just fucking everybody up, and it's just really sweet and funny. So I like that. But my other backup answer is Android 18, because, you know, sexy. Yay for ERB. Oh yeah. That's all you need of Adam Sandler, really. That's plenty for one lifetime. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, that's my feeling as well. Mikey, I have a really good creepypasta. The link is to the audiobook. It's not short, but the time flies. Rasmus and I adored it. Left us feeling very empty and... Oh, good! Well, not tonight, in case I cut myself, but maybe in the morning after a lovely breakfast. Emma, thank you. All right, one sec. Let's open this tab. That was a stupid throwaway comment. I'm not trying to devalue people who go through very difficult experiences, etc. I told you to stop doing the thing, and you continue doing the thing. Wait, Wolf Canis, are you quoting a film, or are you telling me to stop doing something? No. I held back on the Dreyfus. every ounce of my body was Dreyfus ready, but I'm learning to control myself. Otherwise, I'm going to give myself, like, I will condition myself accidentally to give myself Tourette's if I'm not careful. So I have to hold back. Sometimes you have to stop talking, and I agree with that, and one day I will learn to do that. Did you read Glenn Cook's Black Company? Frazum, yo, Frazum, put your feet up. Let's get comfy, you and me. The Black Company. I've read the first 3 of The Black Company. They are written in a style that reminds me a lot of... I think I was saying all of this to Fenrir ages ago. They're written in a style that reminds me a lot of the Empire of Thorns trilogy. Crown of Thorns, King of Thorns... No, Prince of Thorns, King of... Broken Empire trilogy. I liked The Black Company, but by the time we were on the 3rd book, I was starting to feel a bit disparaging about how to put it, because it's written from one person's perspective, and that book glosses over large events which it might consider not like big important events that happen in the world. If that event is not 100% pertinent narratively, I find that those books gloss over them a little bit too much for my liking. And it wasn't too bad. It was just like a personal preference thing. But then on the 3rd book, the whole point of the big bad guy, this evil dominator who's been imprisoned for thousands of years, and his body is entombed with loads of magic spells to keep him in place, but part of his soul is forever alive because he's so evil. The big bad, he ends up with very barely described. Like, you get to the end of a 3rd book and it's just like, the Dominator's released and everyone's fighting the Dominator, and the guy describing it's like, he just looks like some guy, and everyone's kind of like, everyone's shooting him with arrows because everybody knows where he is, and he's trying to make it to the river. No, he didn't make it to the river, he's dead. And it's just kind of like, I've had enough. And obviously the Black Company keeps going for ages, but you can, in a very isolated fashion, you can read the first 3 books and have a very well concluded story. So I liked it enough, but I didn't find myself picking up the 4th book. Does anybody... So guys, have you ever had this with a television show? I'll give you my example. My personal example is Ozark. I watched series 1 of Ozark, watched series 2 of Ozark, and I got to the end of season 2, and it wrapped up well enough without too many loose ends that I was satisfied to say that I'm done. Also, I heard that season 4 is terrible, but season 3 is also very good. However, Ozark is miserable. It is genuinely miserable, even though it's good. And I was like, do you know what? 2 seasons of miserable is enough. I'm aware that season 3 is quite good, but I'm also aware that season 3 continues to be as miserable as the others. It's just also a very good season. And after 2, I was like, I'm going to stop there for now. I might come back to it one day, but that's enough. I need to get into something that's got a bit of a brighter shine to it. So my question for you guys is, have you ever watched a TV show that you've actually liked, but you got to one particular season where you were just like, actually, that's enough closure? And, it's not like it was a season that made you hate it. It was a season that just wrapped up enough that made you go, yeah, that'll do. Existential threats are the very best motivation. You're right. Yeah, Jem feels me on that. I knew you were going to talk about your banking app. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't work for rich people. Oh, Sokinajar, are you too wealthy to worry about it? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wizard powers, you're an absolute lad. Okay, dude, if it's in my whispers on Twitch, now, again, you know, don't take it personally if you have to nudge and remind me, because I am grateful for you for doing that. What I'll do is I'll send you an email from my Gmail account. I'll send you an official mikeymegamega email, eh? And then you can email me your list, if that's what you want to do. Jeff the Killer is a classic creepypasta. Dumb Zoomer. I never said Dumb Zoomer. I whispered my email. Oh no, I've just read that twice. Cell is mine. Cell. By the way, Mikey, if you do read the Drizzt series, there are a lot. It lost me when the Spine of the World book came out, and I never finished it or read a later one. Really, Kronos? I'll give it a go. I'm always looking for the next fantasy novel series to get into, because one of my, I don't think I'm sad. Don't worry. I don't need validation. But I think the best way to describe it is that one of my sad little favorite things in my sad little favorite life that I personally enjoy is just being in a really fucking good fantasy book series. And what I used to do, I don't do it so much now because I don't buy it anymore, even though I have a box downstairs full of it for Izzy. But what I used to do, I used to like brush my teeth and get all ready and get ready for bed, get all my work done. And I used to be like, I used to love going to bed, and I'd lie in bed and I'd stick my hand in a packet of Malwam, and I'd be there chewing on taffy, reading through a fantasy novel on my Kindle. It's like my favorite way to wrap up the day. Or like I'd get like a pack of Twisters, so I'd have like a Twister ice lolly. I'd just be sucking my Twister, reading through. Always love that before bed. It's like, it makes me happy to get into bed because I'm just like, oh, I get to read my novel now. I like that. I love getting engrossed in narrative. I said what I said. Why, you scumbag. Agua cute woo. Hello there, Agua. How you doing? I'm glad I finally caught you online. I want to be like you when I grow up. Oh, on a sex register. Oh, hey, good luck, good luck. Thank you for the kind words. No, no, only kidding. Yo, thank you very much for the kind words. I hope you're having a lovely day, Agua. Cheers, and welcome on in. Agua, you can probably be much better than me, I dare say. Aim your sights even higher. Don't worry. Don't be a Mikey, be a Mikey plus plus. Is that Inksock? Plus good, plus Mikey. English socialism? Anyone? Talking about books? No? Don't worry about it. Oh, I've just noticed something. The original Dragon Ball is so good. Yeah, I would recommend the original Dragon Ball to anyone. It's so charming and like dated, but funny and just fun. And everything's got these big, soft, round edges, and all the designs are like just really enjoyable. Yeah, I've really enjoyed. Also, if you watch the Japanese dub of the original Dragon Ball, It's got like, I can't even remember exactly how it goes, but the song is like, it's all sweet. It's like, let's go fly, fly, makaseri, da 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 da. Let's go fly, fly, da da da. It's really sweet. It's like the Hunter x Hunter remake is one of the best examples of an excellent remake ever. I'm so glad it exists, but there are little moments of the original Hunter x Hunter I have quite a bit of heart for, and one of them is just for the intro theme song. It's like, it's not too much, it's not too explosive, it's not too bombastic, it's comfortable, and it's like, how does it even go? It's like oh shit, oh no, I had it in my head a minute ago and now I can only think of Naruto. Fuck. Oh no, here we go. It's like da 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 do do da 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 do do da 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 do 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 na 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 ite mana na 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 asote hamana fani. I'm making these words up, by the way. Android 18 is also great. Oh yeah. Did Mikey watch Avatar 2? Nickelugus? Not yet, not yet. I'm waiting for it to come out on streaming. Is that the music from Puparia? R2 Louise Kendi. Hello there, dude. We are listening to a random mix of my liked songs. Let me scroll down. Now, I don't know which song you're referring to, but the one that we've just heard is Neo Bademir. The one before it is Raga by Ruben Steiner. The one before that is Day Van Cowboy from the Boards of Canada. And the one before that is The Sky Was Pink by Vessels. Oh, Nicologus, have yourself a good evening, dude. Thank you very much for vibing along. Would you like to name some other fawns? Fucking hell. Rose of Fawns? Wait, what else is fawny? Cactus? My last comment was in reference to the cease and desist on threatening. Wolfcanis, got it. Yeah, I got that, didn't I? Season 3 of Ozark was actually my favourite. Seahawk, my dog almost died last night. Oh, Seahawk, I read that earlier. I asked you, you know, are you okay and what's going on? But to be fair, I asked you that ages ago when you first posted it. I wish your dog the best. Are you okay? What's going on? Skipper Wing. Yo, Skipper Wing watched just the first season of The Walking Dead and was satisfied enough that they never went back to it. Fascinating. You've saved yourself a lot of anguish, but you have missed a lot of thrilling television. Fatality Phase, Dexter. Fatality Phase, which season? Now, I have not watched Dexter, and I will eventually give it a go. However, I am aware that I should stop at the end of season 4 of Dexter and just say that's it. Very much like if you do a rewatch of The Office. Get to the end of season 4, stop. The Flash. Seahawk, I think I might be the same. I watched season 1 of The Flash, and I don't know if this is the end of season 1 or the end of season 2, but there's a bit where there's a giant black hole above the city, and it's sucking up the city, and the very end episode of that season is the Flash has to run round the rubble, and he has to run round the edge of the black hole or something to send it back through time. I'm not really sure if that's what happens. But basically by then, we know who the yellow... No spoilers, don't worry. But we know who the yellow Flash is. And we know what happened in the past. And I was like... And how to put it? The entire time I was watching The Flash, I was almost like watching a car crash. Because, like, I was somehow just curious enough to keep playing the next episode. But the entire time I would watch The Flash, I would just be like, oh my god, this is such a saturated goody-goody nightmare. It's just so... It's like it's like endless tepid cups of tea with a really nice smile on it. I was just like, oh god, just tone down this feel good weird vibe. I don't know, Flash had a weird TV vibe about it. The closest I can relate is what's it called? The Lois and Clark Chronicles, or the Adventure of Superman and the Adventures of Superman and Lois, right? When they had a Mexican Clark Kent. The one with Terry Hatcher. The lovely, lovely Terry Hatcher. Aboman stopped on season 4 Attack of Titan. I've still yet to watch, I think, the last 2 seasons. Var quit halfway through Peaky Blinders. Wait, Skipperwing! Yo, we've got 2 who have quit at the end of the first season of The Walking Dead. Oh, fascinating. Itami Funko, how you doing, man? I'm just getting my way down chat. I've just seen you, and I've just seen your take a sip. Thank you. Gem, you quit at Hunter x Hunter and Dodgeball. Wait, you quit halfway through you are Gem is describing the Dodgeball story arc in Hunter x Hunter. That is great. That is great, Gem. I get you. Gem, I almost fell off the path just then. I for a minute I thought no, don't worry about it. Shitty CGI gave me AIDS. Oh god, which film? There's like 100. Fu-Ray, Community. But I will go back for the movie. Yeah, Fu-Ray, I also very much liked Community. It's very, how to put it, it's very much in the oeuvre of those like very gentle, warm, feel-good comedies that often make you feel nice inside and are very good to watch if you're poorly. So like that, The Office up to season 4 and Parks and Rec. But yeah, as much as I enjoyed watching it, I totally just randomly zoned out of it and didn't go back in. And yeah, I've always intended to watch more Community, but just never found a place. Do you know what? Actually, talking about Parks and Rec. Now, to be fair, I did start the next season and I was turned off. So this isn't an example of me just stopping just for the hell of it. But Community, right up to the end of season 4, I think. And I remember turning on season 5, and in season 5 it starts, and like, she's the president or some shit. I barely remember, but I remember that she was maybe the president, and she was really angry, and her and Ron were enemies now. Like, there's a giant time skip. I watched maybe the first half of the first episode, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on right now, and I don't like it. That was it. I instantly walked away. Because Parks and Rec is very samey. Like, it's very comfortable. You know what's going on. You care about Pawnee and the people of Pawnee. And everything's where it should be. And, you know, Andy... Is it Andy Dwyer? Wait. Basically, he comes out with something really lovable. And then April says something funny. And something really heartfelt happens. And you feel good. And I watched half an episode where that wasn't the aesthetic, and I was like, and I'm out, and I'm never going back. I'm never going back. Cobra Kai is into its 5th season. God, I really hope Apple renews. Not Synchronicity, not Serendipity. What's that TV show I liked? The payoff from 5 pretty breezy seasons was actually satisfying. And you said, if they end it here, I'm good. 5 deep. Spartacus! Frostbite! So you're the one who watched that show. Yo, let's hear it for the Spartacus crowd. There they all are. Joe Abercrombie, First Law Trilogy. I've never heard of that in my life. Is that a book series or a TV show you stopped? Cell is a Dragon Ball Z character. And Drizzt was originally a D&D character. Oh, is Drizzt very similar to Cell? I remember Cell. This is Cell, right? And then there's Cell, and then he transforms into racist Cell, right? And then wait, is this what vor is? So guys, I keep asking you guys on stream and I keep forgetting your answer. Is perfect cell like vor? And then there's so perfect cell's just like and he's got like wings. There we go. And that's Dragon Ball Z. Cell, racist Cell, perfect Cell. Hey, I remember anime. I remember. What I should do when we do streams is instead of drawing shit like this and dossing it off, I should keep a separate file open that's just one A3 page. And every single shitty doodle I should do on that page, but leave them all together. And then at the end of a month, we'll just have this horrible little side project of just absolute garbage made with love. You might as well just keep it for when I come visit the UK. Oh, don't be like that. I used to use my Game Boy SP as a light to read books long after I was supposed to be asleep. Ah, I remember staying at a friend's house. And obviously I totally abused it. But basically their mum was like, bedtime's at 8. So this is obviously when I was younger. Bedtime's at 8, but the TV has to go off at 7. But as long as you'd brushed your teeth and had your bath and you were in bed in your pajamas, you were allowed to read a bit. And the point was you could read a little bit and go to sleep. But I was an absolute night owl. So whenever I stayed over at my friend's house, I used to stay up for hours past my bedtime reading Tintin. And then I was always absolutely fucked the next morning. I was like, bleh. Speaking of Kindles, could you remind me how that Amazon support chat went? Oh, sorry, Homongchi. Sorry, I would love to tell you about my Amazon support chat. But again, and I think you know this, Homongchi, I think you're being naughty. Again, that's very 2020-22 energy. I won't, unfortunately, you were either there for that story or you weren't. But, it wouldn't be very 2023 of me to talk about my Amazon Kindle experience. Okay, it's very easy to return to the past, but nobody's there anymore. And we need to look to the future. Oh. Up to... Oh, that was a really nice message. Yo, Pup to Toe, thank you very much for the support and thank you for that love, dude. Yeah, as much as I hate you guys, my community is very important to me. But thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yo. I hope you have a really good rest of your weekend, dude. Sandland. Ooh, I never knew that one. Seahawk Salt account. Wait, hey Seahawk. Wait, Seahawk Salt account. Is that you, Seahawk, the other Seahawk that joined us recently? With an alternative account? Or are you a different person? I hope that makes sense. Sakator. Hello, I'm Saika. Yo, Saika! Sorry, I'm Saika. I don't know if you're still here. I'm behind on chat. I'm just kind of scrolling down. Sakator. Is this your new... Oh no, oh, Saka. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Sakator, my apologies. I misread that and thought that said Saika, who's another streamer I follow. Sakator, welcome on in. How you doing, Saka? I like the grim look in the original Hunter x Hunter more. Yes. And as did I. Not always. I prefer the majority of the current aesthetic. But... do you know the September stuff in Yorkshire City? I feel that the original, because it was so gritty and darker in tone, visually and everything, kind of did quite well to visually capture this kind of seedy life of like a semi-legitimized mafia state. It felt, the visuals weren't necessarily the best in the world compared to the remake, but they felt very congruent to the narrative. Oh. Yo, 10 points to anybody who says Ludo narrative. Ludo narratively coherent. You're so funny, Dusty. Oh, I know I know the context of that. That's more funny. Me so funny, Dusty. That was so bad. I liked it. I hate you. Oh, he's okay. He was attacked by your other dog. Oh, Jesus. Did one of them just snap and go at the other? Oh, I'm really sorry. You know, season 5 is a good place to end Dexter. Oh, not season 4. Oh, you think narratively there's a good enough reason off the back of season 4 to watch season 5? Oh, so VAR, do I understand this correctly? VAR recently rewatched all of Dexter and New Blood. So, guys, do I get this right? People were so disappointed with the ending of Dexter that there was outcry for an extra season, and they made an extra season, and that extra season was actually pretty good right up until the end, where it was terrible again. That's what I've heard, word on the internet. It's all season 1. Ah, so I must have stopped at the end of season 1 then of The Flash. Flip canvas. I don't want to... All right. I'll never understand the popularity of those DC kind of shows, like The Flash and Wonder Woman and stuff. Yeah, I understand that it has a niche but a small but very strong audience core who watch all of that content. But yeah, I've never personally been enticed. Like I tried watching Agents of Shield, and I watched it all the way up past all of the stuff with Captain America, Winter Soldier. And I watched it all the way up through the stuff with Age of Ultron. And I think the Age of Ultron Avengers movie came out when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were doing the stuff with the Inhumans. And they had Dechen Lockman. And they had the main character's dad. And the main character's dad was Paul Atreides, Carl Lockman? From Twin Peaks. Hey Kitty, how you doing? Let's have a look at your whip. It's me, Seahawk. Yo, nice one, Seahawk. Welcome back in that case. Ooh. This is coming along gorgeously. Yo, I'm looking at how you've got like some more realized hair on the left versus the render that you're working on the right. And you're working with pencils and felts and stuff, right? Blows my mind. She's looking very gorgeous, by the way, but it just blows my mind. There's so much texture in everything that you've put down already. Slowly. Watch the new Tekken anime, 7 out of 10. Really? Similar to Baki? Really? Story isn't important, you watch it for the fighting. Skull designs are. I'm not negging your opinion, but I just want to throw some devil's advocate at you. Skull designs are, if you're watching Tekken for the fights, and you're watching an anime show, which isn't cell animated, it's rigged 3D models. So what you're watching is 3D models fighting. What is that anime giving you that you don't already get better from the actual Tekken video games? Like, is it just because like it comes housed within a narrative and it feels more epic and cinematic? The season in which the community lost Troy was the season they lost me. Fu Ray, remind me which one Troy was again? There's the old one, the smart one, the hot one if you come from Middle America, the hot one if you come from the East Coast, and the sassy big one. Troy and Abed. Ah, okay. He was a footballer, right? He was the dumb one. The dumb one and the smart one. The Middle America hot one. The East Coast hot one. And a big sassy lady. Yeah, because he's obviously... he's both a musician and an actor, right? He's off doing stuff. Donald Glover. Childish Gambino. Perfect. Donald Glover did a stand-up. Did any of you guys ever see it? Did any of you guys watch Donald Glover back when he made YouTube videos with his other two mates? Derek Comedy, I think it was. They had some good sketches. They really did. Huey. That's season 7. They resolve it. Oh wait, Community went for 7 seasons. Oh god, that's how easy it is. Not Community, Parks and Rec. That's how easy it is to watch Parks and Rec. I didn't even realize it was 7 seasons. It felt like I stopped at 5. I didn't really need to do that phony split the group crap. No, the payoffs are good, and it still feels like the show. Really? Do you reckon I should give that another chance? Do you reckon I should rewatch Community from the start? Which, that's my idea. But actually go all the way this time? I'm not used to going all the way with anyone. But I've read about it in books. Wizard powers. Give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Stop. No, he just goes, wait. I'm concerned that what you heard me say was give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I'm asking is for you to give me all the bacon and eggs you have. That's so fucking good. He just politely, he's just like, wait. It's just like, ah. Me and my mates used to have, me and my mates that I used to go to Ibiza with back when I was a lot more social. This is before COVID. We went through this because we were all doing weights and we're all eating loads of meats and protein. And we used to have this thing where if one of us orders something stupid at a restaurant, if it's just for lads, then the chances are all of us would then have to order it. And so we were out on Ibiza and we were outside in this restaurant. We ordered obviously full meals. But then one of us was just like, one of my mates was just like, okay, and as well as my meal, how many eggs will you let me have? And the guy's just like, I do not know what you want. And he's just like, I just like as many eggs as you're willing to give me. And he's like, I don't understand. You can have extra eggs with something on the menu. And he was just like, would you give me, what was it? We were like, would you give me a dozen eggs? And he's like, you want a lot of eggs? So he was just like, how do you want it? So he was like, I would like 6 scrambled eggs and 6 fried eggs on a plate. And he's like, yeah, we can. You're going to pay for all the eggs. And so he did that whilst the guy was ordering round. So the rest of us were just like, oh, fuck. So I was just like, I will have the lobster. I'll have the lobster pasta, please. And please may I have 6 scrambled eggs and 6 fried eggs on another plate. And my mate's just like, I'm sorry, I would also like 6 fried eggs and 6 scrambled. So they eventually came out. And when the guy came out and served us, like they gave us all the extra eggs, he was just like, I've talked to the chef. You're not allowed to have any more eggs. And like one table on one side started taking pictures, and the girls on this table next to us were just like, why all you lads got so many eggs? And my mate was just like, to give us nice big muscles, innit? And the girls, without missing a beat, were just like, that's not enough eggs. We were just like, yeah, we used to had a real problem with eating challenges. That's the same guy that I know I've told you this too many times, but that's the same guy who told the airport staff I was a competitive eater, and they all came out with their phones to watch me. Oh, what a fucking... Anyway. Chicken Little. You started watching Chicken Little and then you quit. Severance. Oh god, Sock in a Jar and Fenrir. So this is how you can tell if someone's been spending too much time in my stream and I've worn down their spirit. Yeah, I've watched way too much mikeymegamega. If he asks what's that show he likes from Apple, I know what it is. If he asks what's that bat he likes, I know who it is. Yeah, it was Severance. Severance is the one I'm always talking about. Take a sip, Kalu. I know I got to your take a sip ages ago, but it just took me a while to catch down there in chat. That is Cell. Danka Vaganja McFoley. Yo, Danka, how you doing? Oh, Dank F. Oh, because you're so dank, bro. Yeah, I wish you all the best smokes, man. Thank you for vibing along. Yeah, it was Vor. It was Vor, wasn't it? Dragon Ball Z has Vor in it. Hey, Charlie. Oh, we were just doing Dragon Ball stuff. Kimilo Lipo. Welcome back in, Kimilo. Happy weekend, guys. How you all doing? Is it secret? Is it safe? Nana Pion. Sharing some artwork. Ooh. Good start. Some little lizard boys. I like it, Nana Pion. Little lizard boyos. Keep going. Come on, guys. Asking about his Amazon Kindle experience is a big trigger. Not as much as reminding him about that sweet Gaomon lady that he ghosted. Why did you have to bring that up? Well. Yo, welcome on in, Raiders. Nikki G. Now, Nikki was recently sharing some self-love selfies on social media, and she has a very gorgeous face. Well done, Nikki. Get over yourself. Don't worry, I'm no home wrecker. Nikki, thank you very much for that raid. Oh, yo, Toxic, do you know Nikki? Yo, welcome on in. Yo, Nikki, let me give you my really excited to see you response. Nikki G. Nikki G. I'm Ooh. Ah, Vidazar. I was about to say, is that code? Is checking out your Saturday night doodles? Is that like, do you want to come in for a coffee? Vidazar, number one, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Sadly, number two, I'm so sorry, we don't allow not safe for work links. We can't, not on Twitch. So actually, no, I'm so sorry, but you can't share that here. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Thank you very much for the sub. Oh wait, Toxic, you and Nikki are tight. I had no idea. I didn't. Okay, number one, that's very cool to hear. Nikki G and Toxic Jin. Toxic is one of my IRL bros. We hung out in real life a million years ago, and therefore we're now officially real friends. And Nikki G is an absolute gem of a human being who I've gotten to know through Lizard. I had no idea you guys were tight. That's so dope. Well, that's always nice to hear, isn't it? It shows you're the right people. That's what it is. Yo, Nikki, how was your stream? Basically, everything that was on that pre-recording is a real question. Do tell me what you've been up to, and do tell me how you are. You've known Nikki for years. I had no idea. I had no idea. I can DM them, and you can have a look. Vix, you can certainly DM them. No promises, but you're more than welcome to. Yeah, if you want to whisper them at me or DM me on, don't DM me on Twitter. If I don't follow you, I'll never see it. Yeah, go for it. But I won't be having a look now. I hope you can appreciate that. Oh, you were playing Among Us, Toxic. What was Nikki up to? Golf with your friends. Yeah, do you know what? The few times that I've been in, well, I've chatted in her stream twice and lurked a few times. And it's been golf with friends streams. Now, this is a reflection on nobody. But I don't hang out for Phasmophobia streams. Like, this is purely a personal preference thing. But, like, I just can't make myself be interested in Phasmophobia. And even though it's really, really popular, I can't make myself be interested in... is it Dead by Daylight? Like, I've never watched that game by anyone. I've never watched that game being streamed by anyone. And even if it's a streamer I really like, I can't stay. I'm just like, nah. I'm out. Oh, anyway, long story short, that's my way of saying I pop into Nikki G's streams quite a lot if I can. But it's always a Phasmophobia crowd. And obviously, there's nothing worse than saying, hi, I'm going to leave. So I'm just like, she's fine. She seems fine. I'll see you later. It's funny because I didn't realize that you weren't aware. Toxic Jin, I have no radar for not just like who's dating who or who's upset with who. I have no radar for any social interactions. Like, you either tell me something or you don't tell me something. That's how I go. I assume nothing. Not that needed a story around it, but there you go. It was so good. About 7 hours deep. We did house hunting. Tiny home looking. Oh, wait, Nikki G, is that a game or were you literally looking at houses on the internet? Because just earlier we were talking about one of the most fun random evenings we had is we went on a website and did a house tour, but it was a really creepy house tour because it was a converted church where the previous occupants had turned it into an illegal DVD factory, into like this massive pirate organization with like loads of bedrooms and dorms and rows of DVD shelves and stuff, and you could tour around it because it was for sale. Oh, you were playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider on Shadow of the Tomb Raider Thursday. Oh, it rolls off the tongue so well. I intend to play the newer trilogy as well. How are you finding it so far? We were on that Steam sale a couple days ago. I have over 100 Steam games downloaded now, and my wallet is a little bit lighter. So we've got lots of fun video gaming into the year at the very least. Yo, by the way, Brendan Dominic has dropped a gifto, and it landed on the PBJ on Twitch. Brendan, yo, that is very handsome, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the gift sub. PBJ, as you know, you're now a full-on citizen of the Megaverse. Get back in my Discord and download my art for free, bro. Also, Izzy has dropped a gifto onto... Oh, you've gifted one over to Toxic. Kitty, you're a star. Thank you very much for gifting Toxic Gin. Hey. Oh, by the way, Toxic, as you know, I would never comment on a lady's appearance. That's their business. However, you brought this up, not me. You brought this up. Toxic, are you and me, are we gonna, come on, are we gonna get motivated and DM each other to do more exercise? Yeah? Toxic? We gotta shed that 2022 vibe, do you know what I mean? Toxic, I'm taking off 2022 like an old jacket. Fresh, unencumbered 2023 mikeymegamega. That's who you're gonna see. Heya! Ashley, take a sip, I shall. There's a home for sale in Ohio where the owner dressed up like Mike Myers and hid in every room through that. Oh, that's so good, Wizard. I like that. I like that. Okay, I'm sorry if I miss anything in chat. I've just said hello to you guys coming in on that raid, and that's so dope of you. I'm also a little bit behind in chat, so I'm looking. If I look to the left, I'm just catching up, and if I look to the right, I can see all the fresh stuff. Rastaman Silver, yo, happy weekend, man. Welcome on in. Oh, you're half on crutches. Oh, but you got some exercise from your physio. Okay, Toxic. I'm gonna leave off then until you're crutch free. Until you're a crutch free experience. Donald Glover is brilliant in The Martian. The Martian? Donald Glover's not in The Martian. Guys, should I watch Atlanta? I think season 1 of Atlanta came out and everybody said it was brilliant, and then nobody ever talked about it ever again. Is that worth watching? The Martian? The Martian's with Matt Damon. The Martian's when Matt Damon gets left on Mars. Right? Let's get down here. Parks and Rec kicks Community and The Office in the arse. Just saying. Jem, I agree. Now, I still consider Community part of that feel-good, very easy to watch the next episode vibe. However, I 100% agree that it is nothing compared to Parks and Rec. And The Office, unfortunately, is diminishing returns. It's good money after bad after the 4th season. Like, season 5 and season 6 have great stuff in it, but it's not worth watching. You cut the fat. Yeah. I'd definitely say that Parks and Rec's had a difficult time working out what it was in the first season. And you had like that ancillary character guy who really just undermined the agency of the female lead. So they got rid of... the writers kind of realised that, and they got rid of him, which is a great shout. Nothing against the dude. But yeah, I have a warmer desire to rewatch Parks and Recreation more than I do the other two. That's the party platter. I know what I'm about, son. Yeah. How are you guys alive, honestly? Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well, we don't do it anymore. Cholesterol on the side, please. We were still in our no. Actually, no, we were in our 30s, weren't we? We were in our early... I was in my early 30s back then. You could do anything. You can eat whatever you want in your early 30s. Pull the Gaston and it got reversed on you. Yeah, we got reverse Gaston really hard, really quick. Did you manage to finish the plate? Yeah. Oh, dude, like, that same restaurant, like, I think a couple days later, I just had 2 full dinners. And then the day after that, we went to this other place. And we each had the biggest T-bone steaks this place had. And then after that, we had a full course chicken pasta spaghetti carbonara dinner. So we smashed the snakes and it just went through the entire fresh pasta meal. Oh, turning heads we were. Guys, you just level 1'd me. Guys, thank you very much for the cheeky little bit of level 1ing. Your boy mikeymegamega on the side over there. I'll see you in chat. Thank you. Okay, I've just gotten down to Nikki's raid, so let me scroll to the bottom on both chats because I'm all caught up. I can't quite do meta humor. It gives me an existential dread. There's a lot of good in Community, but it just wasn't for me. Do you know what? I haven't watched Community recently enough to really remember that vibe, the meta humor part. So, like, are you like referring to, like, how to put it, Jem? Are you talking about how, like, it's really, really difficult to watch the English version of The Office because it's so real and so cringe? Is that what you're talking about? Or am I just... Are you talking about literally, in terms of meta... Are you talking about metaphysics, like the actual nature of existence within the show? Like they're both inside and aware of their own narratives? I just need to get my head on it. It totally is about Damon. Oh, but he's also in it. I sprained my ankle back in September, says Toxic. And apparently it was also a torn ligament. Oh, God, Toxic, I'm so sorry. Toxic, the one time I went skiing, I gave myself skier's thumb in both hands. Like I was all wrapped up in the skis and I took a really big tumble. And it never got better. So I went to the doctor and it turns out I had partially torn the ligament of my thumb over here. And I couldn't grip stuff. And I was mortified. I was like, I can't draw. Fuck. And what was lucky is that the ligament didn't tear itself. The ligament tore off a chunk of bone here. And it only partially tore it. So the ligament's still roughly in the right position. And it meant that the inside here somewhere, the bone knit back together. Because thankfully, you know, the ligament's not going to re-knit to the bone, but bone will heal to bone. And the doctor was literally just like, you've had like the luckiest version of it. It doesn't require surgery or anything. Just don't lift stuff. And be really careful with it. And so I was like, great. And he was like, it would be fine in about 4 months. It'll take a while, but it'll be fine. 6 months later, I was like, this still hurts. I'm going to go see another doctor. I went to see another doctor and she looked at it and they put me in a... What's this machine in the hospital? Oh. Dum, 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 dum. Do you know that one? They put me in that with my hand, but they were like, you have to do the full thing, but we'll just scan your hand. And that doctor, who's more of a hands and toes person, she was literally just like, and you saw a doctor about this? I was like, yeah. And he was like, and I was like, yeah, this was 6 months ago. He just told me obviously not to use it really. And it would heal with the bone. And she looked at me, she looked at the scan. She just goes, if you'd come to me, I would have put that in a cast immediately. And I was like, don't tell me that now. Don't tell me that now. I've been walking around living my life. I need my hands. I use it for stuff. Oh, man, I was so upset. I was so posthumously angry at the other doctor. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just don't pick up your shopping with your right hand. Oh, MRI. Wait, CAT scan. Wait, isn't an MRI a CAT scan? A Tourette's machine? The toilet. Guys, actually, do you know what I've just reminded myself of? Guys, do you know how you go on a plane and you just have a normal flight? Do you ever notice when you're on some planes and the plane is like getting ready to taxi on the runway, you just hear it just go... And you're just like, that's not a consistent noise. That's not a smooth noise. And it's not a rhythmic noise. That sounds like something's not working properly. Do you know what I mean? When like the plane's getting already. And you're just like sitting by the wing, just like, hey. Parks and Recreation is S tier. Cumulo, I'm considering agreement, but I have to go back to the last season before I can really. I have to give the last season another go before I can have an opinion for you. It's been quite a food coma. Oh yeah, we messed ourselves up. But the thing is we're partying all the time, and like we're partying often all day at day events and then all night long at clubs. So like, you know, you eat insanely big meals and then you pass out with a massive hangover all the next day. Me no likey. You don't like the MRI. Magnetic resonance imaging. Yeah, that's for one, Magus. That's for one. If it's magnetic, that's for one I'm thinking of. Do you remember that really bad Terminator? No, that's not. Yeah, this is for one. This is that one. When you go to the hospital and this happens. I've never had a normal flight in my life. I don't know what dodgy planes you've been on in the UK. That doesn't sound right. You've never heard that sound on a plane where it's like, no, you guys have. It's like, and it's like, it's not rhythmic. It's not like, it doesn't sound like something's working at shit. No, Salvation is Terminator 4. It was the fifth one had the magnet. Oh no, there's a magnet in Salvation. The little kid has a trap in the beginning, actually. I'll take that back. It also took me 2 months before I found out it wasn't just a sprained ankle. I'm so sorry, Toxic. You're just going around walking on it. Oh, dude, get well soon. Come on. Small F. Small F for Mikey's plane experiences. Speaking of which, you know they put a knee immobilizer on you. There's a chance that one leg could end up longer than the other. TLDR, I got put in a leg immobilizer in middle school. Because one leg was a touch longer. This year, now that I'm in my mid-20s, I went to physical therapy, and it turned out that my hip was just out of place. I'm sorry, mate, but get wrecked. so shit. I hate that. Doctors are heroes. Yes, they are. Doctors that don't give you a good... how to put it? Doctors are heroes if you're a man. If you're a man, doctors are absolute gems and heroes. If you're a woman, good fucking luck. That's all I'm going to say. Good fucking luck. Genesis was one of a magnet. Oh no, it's because I literally couldn't walk. Oh. No, did we watch that at the cinema? Don't say that. That makes me feel bad. But I gave him my money. Alright, if you put a knee immobilizer on both of Mikey's legs, would it actually make him taller? I'm going to get that surgery one day. I'm going to get that surgery that will get me 3 inches higher. From 5'5" to 5'8". And then I will still be a short king. I'll just be ever so slightly less short king. And then I'll show you. I'll go up and I'll give you all smack on the lips. Demon key. No, don't give me that emote, demon key. Those were real plane noises. Just looking out for you, mate. They've made 3 inches higher, so that's... No. Dickhead. Terminator Salvation. Is that the one of Alice in Chains in the soundtrack? Oh god, I don't know what any of what you just said was, but that sounds about right based on what you just said. Terminator Salvation is the miserable one, which, to be fair, tried to do something different. It just didn't do it the way we wanted it. In all genuine fairness, Terminator Salvation creatively tried to do something. And the Terminator franchise is a really weird one because the rights keep getting sold off film by film, right? The rights of Terminator have never been with the same person for more than one film, I think. And so, like, investment groups buy the rights to Terminator to fund the next Terminator movie. People who have nothing to do with filmmaking. And then they call me, Arnold, and they say, hey, Arnold, we want you to be in another movie, in a Terminator. And I do some sit-ups. It's the same Terminator model. My voice is back. Tofu. Now we got all the good ones. We were going through the list yesterday. We still missed a few, but we had a lot on the list. It's like Celebrity Mansion round here. You never know who's going to turn up next. So, Anaxma, as you know, we've left all that 2022 energy behind us for 2023. Unfortunately, there's a few that got caught in our slipstream, and they travelled with us over the time barrier. And I'm afraid that Arnold was one of them. Arnold made it through. Earth, population approximately 8 billion, all Borg. They've gone back into the past. But the Terminator made it in the temporal wake. No. Let me rewatch Jaws. I'm going to watch Jaws again. And then I'll consider it. I'm a Richard Dreyfuss! Damn it! I sat on that for so long. One day. Oh, damn. Did you ever see the cutscene where one of the Terminators Ooh, wow, Naru, thank you. Have you ever seen a cutscene where one of the Terminators are played the US soldier? Did you ever see the cutscene in one of the Terminators where hey Disco, by the way, where I played the US soldier who Skynet based the Terminator on? Oh, Disco, I've got you. Disco, I've got you. Don't worry, Disco. It took me a moment, but I got it. You're talking about Terminator 3, where's that super weird promotional video, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, puts on a super weird voice. I can't even remember what the voice was, but yeah. All of that is just... The only good thing about Terminator 3, in my memory, is that they were brave enough to do Judgment Day. Like, or at least they were brave enough to have it happen. And that they were kind of just like, the future is inevitable. You can only ever postpone it. Oh my god, that feels like a truism. Somebody put this on a Facebook post. Wait, what was I going to say? The future is inevitable. Wait, you can't, wait, you can't stop the future. You can only, no. Do you know what, fuck off, don't worry. I was about to tell you to fuck off because I forgot something. Don't worry about it, is what I'm saying. It's like when they say, like, it's easy to go back to the past, but nobody lives there anymore. You can always delay the future, but you can never stop it, and I don't know. The future is now, old man. A little bit Malcolm in the Middle. The voice was like a Yankee Doodle soldier. Yeah. No, Todd, one is enough. One is enough. The bookends of Terminator 3 are very cool. And the action's pretty solid all the way through, but it's utter mush. I'll tell you what, like, I couldn't put my finger on, but there's two bits about Terminator 3 that, like, I remember realizing didn't gel correctly. Terminator 1, Terminator 2 have an industrial soundtrack. It's a bit like kind of RoboCop. You know how RoboCop feels like a Western soundtrack, but it also feels like they're saying RoboCop in the song. RoboCop, 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 da-da-da-da, diddly-diddly-diddly. The Terminator soundtracks have these really industrial machine noises. And in Terminator 3, they did an orchestral cover instead. What was the other thing I didn't like? There was another, like, kind of congruence thing that, like, kind of kicked in, but I can't remember what the second part of my point was now. Oh, that's it. You didn't suffer with the humans. Terminator 2 has that great scene, which obviously I used it again as a Genshin Impact video, where you see Judgment Day, but you see Judgment Day from the ground level. She comes out and she's watching children playing in a park. You see the most innocent base level of humanity, like just parents and children and just innocent people. And you see the flash in the distance, right? And you're with the people, and the flash obviously burns them at 10 billion lumens before the shockwave eventually comes. And then from there, you see the shockwave wipe out the wider city. And then, you know, the people have been burned to ash and then they explode. And it's like, it's like such an incredible visual, genuine nightmare. Terminator 3 has Judgment Day and they give you none of it. Terminator 3 takes you above the clouds. So you've got a CG shot and you've just got nukes coming out of the clouds and dipping back into the clouds and blowing up. And it's a good shot, but it has no human stakes in it, if that makes sense. It turns Judgment Day into, you know, a kind of detached experience. Does that make any sense? I remember you bringing this up before. Yeah. Very personal and direct. Yeah. Disconnected. I told her, this is a banger. You are absolutely correct, bro. Dude, how are you feeling, man? Compared to when I asked you earlier, obviously. Still biscuits and gravy for tomorrow? Yo, guys, I always tweet an hour before I go live, and I'm live every day except for Mondays at the moment. So I've got my little schedule vibe. It's usually around 7 p.m. I start, UK time. But the best way to know exactly my vibe is make sure you're following both of my Twitter accounts. I tweet from one when I do an art account. I tweet from the other when we chill out and just play games and have fun. And tomorrow, with any luck, if my man's up to it, I'm not married to him, I'm doing an assisted Elden Ring run. So this is a special Elden Ring challenge. You've probably all heard of Ms. Mika playing 2 Elden Ring games while she's just one streamer. Well, I have 2 streamers playing 1 Elden Ring game because I suck. So Ayatollah is on voice and he tells me what to do. So come hang out for that because it's usually quite fun. That'll be tomorrow. A little bit earlier, though. Earlier than 7, because Sunday is fun day, guys. I still have to get work done on Sunday, according to my spreadsheet, but not very much. So I'll be on earlier in the day. Cumulolipo, they're in the bomb shelter. They are safe, but it is still relatively kind of end of the world miserable. Because everyone's like freaking and calling in on the radio. Nighttime. Nighttime. Don't be fooled. Mikey never listens to Ayatollah. I hear him. I listen. I might not naturally do. I listen. I listen. I speak. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Ooh, oh my god! I was talking to Eva about this earlier. I've just put together, because obviously I want to kind of get going again with Film Cram, and doing the recaps this year as well. I want to get everything going, obviously. But I was just like, okay, let's work out what films are out and what TV shows are coming out, and let's just put together the bare bones. What would be just the minimum that I'd like to kind of recap and stuff? Turns out I was a little bit overzealous. I put it into my Excel spreadsheet against the dates. And the results came back in, and in order to get stuff done in the right order before, you know, new films come out, before, like, you know, Mission Impossible comes out, I want to recap the Mission Impossible franchise. So I put it all in, and it instantly returned that I have to make one Film Cram video every single week from right now until the middle of July. And I was just like, oh, fuck. I was hoping to, like, work out my Film Cram schedule and then be like, yeah. I really need to get working in a couple days after I have a rest. But it instantly was just like, hey, Mikey, you have to cancel everything that's not Patreon and your art YouTube channel if you also want to do Film Cram. I was like, ah! So at the moment, I'm squeezing it in. So I've just been doing Loki, scripting the end of Loki all morning, which is obviously why I was talking about it earlier. And now I just have to spend 1 billion hours recording the audio and editing the footage specifically. So that'll be fun. Getting into some old habits. Editing Film Cram videos throughout every spare minute of the day was a very particular time in my life. And it was a very good thing for me to do, but, like, it's very time intensive. God, I love Atom. I can't tell if this thing in the background is related to this chair or not. I thought we were seeing the top of the frame, but I think there's a table on the behind in the... Don't worry about it. I've just realised you can't see my reference image, so I apologise. You guys are bonding over shared trauma. That's so sweet. Wait, you're talking about you're talking about Ayatollah trying to get me to play Elden Ring? Wait, are you saying that Ayatollah's going through a traumatic experience by trying to guide me? Am I getting dug? Is that a dig? Sorry, picking my nose on stream. I'm so sorry. I mean, look over there. Look over there somewhere. Wait, one sec, guys. I'm absolutely not picking my nose because that's a bad habit. Oh, there's something on the... I need to go get something from the other room. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna... Oh my god, what have I done to my OBS? Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna go get something from the other room real quick, and I'm not picking my nose. There we go. Oh. One sec, I'm just reaching for something. Oh, yeah, it's really deep. It's really down there. One sec. Oh yeah, it feels good. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh, it's gold. It's like gold. Ah, I'm like a miner. I'm like one of the dwarves from Lord of the Rings. Found it. Don't worry, guys. Found it. Unarukin, hello there. How you doing? The ninth circle of hell. Wait, what? The never-ending live stream is still going on for all of us. We never left. You're goddamn right. It lives forever in our hearts. A part of me will live forever in your memory when I'm gone. I want you to know that. So just a heads up, because a lot of you guys are much closer to my age as an average streamer audience, which I welcome young people, obviously. But I like that there's a crowd of people who can relate to shit that I can relate to. But if you are older than me, you're no good. It's only those who are younger than me that matter, because that way a part of me will live on. Like, if you're older, mate, you'll be gone before I am. Why bother subbing? You know what I mean? Stop talking. Oh, sorry. That too. No, you egg. Oh, wait, what was for shared trauma? I'm going to therapy about the never-ending... Oh, my God. Oh, is he? I'm so sorry. I'm going to therapy about the never-ending live stream. Why I offered to start modding when you started that is beyond me. Oh, my God. Yeah, my apologies to my mods for doing the never-ending live stream. That wasn't fair on anyone, least of all myself. I've got a nose piercing. I also have a 5-year-old. He likes to loudly ask me loudly whenever I'm picking my nose or fixing my nose. Good. Good. You have to be targeted. I've been looking at some of your how to draw videos, says Unaru-kun. How you doing? I must say it's really helped me with my anatomy practice. For that, I thank you. Unaru-kun, hey, thank you for the kind words, dude. You're welcome, man. It's a pleasure to make those videos. There will be more in the future. I just don't make YouTube videos 24/7 all the time. I like breaks. But there's plenty more tutorials to come. And I hope you have a very good time in your creative process. If you keep giving yourself food poisoning, Gabby, what have I done? Wait, what have I done wrong? I haven't poisoned myself in a really long time. You'll be glad to know that my food habits have been really above average recently. You food poison yourself 3 times during your live stream career, and it suddenly becomes part of your thing. Mikey has a talent for bringing up age. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No ages in chat. No ages in chat. My apologies. We're very proud of you for not eating questionable fruits or meats. Hey, thank you very much. I threw something out the other day, and I was just like, man, I bet my live stream would have been proud of me. I had a little bit of it, but I threw out most of it. Above average for you. Yeah. They grow up so fast. Food poisoning and don't be Gabby, come on now, Gabby. Don't be bringing that 2022. I've got to watch you guys. Don't be getting all 2022, Gabby, come on. We're all friends here. Air fryer, more like air liar. No, I've not poisoned myself with air fried food. I'm very no. I'm mostly confident about that. I was really worried when I first got my air fryer because when I had an oven, everything you cook in an oven, because I just whack it up. My oven's really old. I just whack it up hard. Everything you cook that comes out of an oven is at like 5,000 degrees and you let it cool down. But you only need your food to be at about 200 degrees in order to be completely safe and enjoy eating it. So when I got the air fryer and I was cooking stuff, I was just like, I'm used to my food bubbling and crackling, and it was just, you know, cooked correctly, and I was always just like, can I really eat this chicken? It took me ages to like kind of just shift my thinking about that. Spitting fire tonight, huh? Oh yeah. Wait, what? Was anybody else really disgusted with how well Ayatollah... Now, he wasn't rapping, he was just writing lyrics. But is anybody a little bit surprised and grossed out about how good Ayatollah's lyrics were? He kind of like... He's kind of never been that kind of guy before, and then he just pulled this fucking little diss rap out at me? He's not quite the guy I thought he was. It's a bit disappointing when you discover about that with people sometimes. He's an author, I'm not surprised at all. He is a wordsmith. He has good words. He is a word man. An esteemed author. Sounding jealous. Yeah, well, I'd never say this to his face, but low key, yeah. The man's a published author. He chooses not to, but he is proven to be able to draw sexy anime hotties. He plays the piano and he's better at me than gaming. Bit of a shame, really. He's also, yeah, and he's taller. And he's taller. In both directions. Not into it. I felt that burn. I felt that burn. He was already dead. You didn't have to kill him. Fuck you guys. He's also got more dogs. Ah, yeah. 2 cats and 1 big dog I'll get. I watched the end of Terminator 3 for a refresh. Cumulo Lipo, I'm sorry. I nearly ended up on a binge. Oh, really? You're into it? I forgot about the transition scene, where John drops a beer in the LA River, and it lands on skulls, and then you come out of the river during the future war. Oh, really? Yo, oh, Cumulo. I will have to go back and check that out. That sounds like a great transition, but it's not in my memory bank. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Is it Terminator the last one? With the Rev 9s. The most recent Terminator, I think that one starts quite nicely. Well, it's not like it's such an amazing thing, but it starts pretty nicely as well. Because you just have a shot of the sea lapping at a grey gravel beach. And each lapping of the waves, which is obviously a guy with a bucket of water standing off camera, because it's a very specific shot. But each lapping of the waves reveals more of the human skull. And then you get the Terminators slowly marching out of the water, out of the sea. That was also like the colors, the tone, the coldness, the deadness of it. Oh, it's all very good. Being taller than Mikey is no flex. You are absolutely right. I thought RoboCop and Terminator were the same thing until I started hanging out here. Oh well, bless your heart. Like you still have to avoid, don't you? Quite violent movies, Izzy. So like, and by the way, like I know I'm old and I talk about films that might have come out before a lot of you are born, but I'm not that gatekeepy. Like if you've not watched a film that I love, as far as I'm concerned, it means you get to look forward to a really good film. Oh really? Oh, did you have like well, come on, we'll talk about it in private. I don't want to talk about your personal life and shit. But did you have like some kind of breakthrough or something? That's good to hear. There was a NES game. Oh, a SNES. A CMV, Super Nintendo game with Robocop and Terminator. Robocop versus Terminator. Yes. Or is it Terminator versus Robocop? They're also both available now in Mortal Kombat 11. Another of the reasons why I'm interested in that game. You can do Robocop versus Terminator or Terminator versus Rambo. Ah, I love that song. I love songs with those really hard escalations like that. Oh, I thought it was over. Ooh. Photoshop just dropped a really hard black dot and stopped responding. Alright, mate. Hello? Alright, give me a minute. She'll come back. I should probably save my work. Hello? Oh, there we go. I was burnt out after 10, so I didn't pay attention to 11. My only really... Now, I played it around my mate's house, Mortal Kombat 2 or Mortal Kombat 3, back in the day, on the Mega Drive. But really, my only actual proper exposure to the game is Mortal Kombat on the N64, which is considered one of the worst ports of one of the worst Mortal Kombats, I think. But if you press the right button combos, you could get weapons out. And I remember Fujin came with a special laser crossbow. But, like, because it's on the cartridge, they couldn't have any of the animated cutscenes. So the cutscenes were rebuilt using the in-game models, and it was done very badly. They were hilariously bad, though. It was kind of fun. So we used to just be like, why are we playing this and not playing Tekken 3? And it's just like, yeah, good point, actually. I'm in the Church of Dance, mate. Mate, that's a church you take with you, and you can pray to it whenever the mood is right. I don't know how you can work without organising your layers. Well, beefy. Like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm open-minded to positive change for 2023. So you might even see me have a little go from time to time. Now, I'm not going to name all of them, but you know, I might mark a layer here, mark a layer there. You guys all love Markiplier on YouTube, or you're going to go wild for mikeymegamega's beefcake transformation, mark a layer. Anyone? No? How does he sound like? Hello, I am Mikeyplier. Yes. Today, we've raised £1 million for charity. I love you, Snookums, my doggy dog. Mikey's like an onion or a cake. He has layers. Layer cake! Layer cake! Oh my god, guys, I've just worked up the Illuminati. Layer cake has layers. Layer cake stars Daniel Craig. Glass onion has many layers. Glass onion, Daniel Craig. Illuminati confirmed. Did you guys see that for a minute? In my peripheral vision, I think I just saw the Matrix. I think I just took the red pill. More like an onion because he stinks. You better be talking about me and not Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig's really good in those films. He dials it up to 11 and it's fun. Mikey is Shrek. Do you remember Love Film? The DVD and game rental service about 10 years ago. I remember it. I don't think I used it. I don't know exactly what or where you got it, but I remember it. I found a bunch of old games I had from them, and then they went busts. Yo, so I kept them. Good lad. Good lad. What have you got that's from back in the day? Onion, the last Matrix bender. Let's go. No, I meant you. Oh, that's okay then. Okay, so quick expansion. as we all know, the Matrix movies came out and people were like, yeah, man, it's all about fighting the system and doing your own thing. And then as the years go on, the Wachowski brothers became the Wachowski sisters. And it recontextualized the message of the Matrix, and you realize that, oh, this might actually be a story about being trans and coming out and stuff. And so people put it together that, like, in America in the 90s, for people who are going on hormone treatment, there's a very particular, just like, do you know how people are just like Viagra is known as the blue pill? People who are going on estrogen hormone treatment in America, it was called the red pill because it was, you know, a box full of red pills. So taking a red pill was obviously known as a metaphor for waking up, but in terms of like coming out as trans and also being a filmmaker, it turns out that the red pill is a reference to trans hormone treatment. So whenever Andrew Tate and the Andrew Tate crew are always like, yeah, I took the red pill, I'm awake, but I'm not woke. It's just like, oh, you did you? Good for you. I'll give you all my love and support. Let me know how you go. I finally took the red pill, guys. I'm just like, hey, be whoever you want to be. Come on, man. It's 2023. No, I mean, I voted Trump. Oh, I don't mind. Do whatever you want, mate. True facts. I see no lies. It's both based and Mikey pilled. How brave. How brave. How brave. Yeah. How modern. They had a streaming section. Do you remember that brief period where everyone had a streaming section? I want to say it was about 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago. Everyone had a streaming channel for about a 2-year window. It was like, Yahoo streaming? Is that still real? Here you go. You guys will like this because you're into cheap tricks. What I'm going to do, even though I'm just working in greys and blacks, I'm going to go on a white layer. I'm just going to do this. Do this. There you go. I'll go back to work. Yo, wait. Tell me if I'm saying your name remotely correctly. I'm going to say Hutch Chug or Hugh Chug. Happy New Year, dude. How the devil are you doing? How is life treating you and happy weekend? Kite, as far as I'm concerned, only trans people can truly claim to be red-pilled. Change my mind. I'm definitely not biased. Have you been to Canada? No, I'm a good person. The first was the right one. Hutch Chug. Yo, welcome on in, dude. Hutch Chugger. This is the one which I keep thinking is from the Mission Impossible Fallout soundtrack, but I think is actually from V for Vendetta. Most vicarious Villimont. The Vox Populi vanquished but not yet vetted. I don't know. I know. Do you know what? I'm gonna learn that for kicks and giggles. The V for Vendetta monologue. Okay, you guys at home are literally just like, right? Don't have to tell us everything, Mikey. Right? Right? You see, Mr. Bond, the world could do with some more suffering in order to obtain a truer kind of peace. Right? And? I love if Daniel Craig just went so high and so belligerent whilst he's kneeling at the end of that film. What does that mean, though? What does that actually mean? Try and pronounce my name. Zvartgeveg. Yo, Zvartgeveg, how you doing, man? My partner knows the Nemesis monologue from Snatch. Ooh. I don't even know what part of Snatch that's from. But I remember bits of Snatch, definitely. Do you like dags? Do I like what? Do I like dag? Oh, dogs. Yeah, I like dogs. Duckface Craig. Daniel Craig's great, man. Daniel Craig has a lot of kudos as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I'll tell you who everybody loves at the moment. The guy who plays Drax. And he's also in Blade Runner 2049. I don't know what it's from. I've seen clips of it's screenshots of a YouTube video where he's being interviewed by I don't know, a magazine or something. Dave Bautista, yeah. Dave Bautista's definitely got preps right now. Because he's talking about his tattoos, I think. It might be like a tattoo YouTube video. And then one of his tattoos is like a cover-up, and he's just like, this one represented my friend, but it turned out he was seriously homophobic, and my mum's a lesbian, and I just reached a point where I realised I couldn't be friends with him anymore, so I got this tattoo to cover it. And it's just like, props to Dave Bautista, yo. You got to make hard choices sometimes. Motivating. But if I draw this little Chinese girl for too much longer, I'm going to fall in love with her. I mean, she's probably like 25 with an OnlyFans. Actually, it's a little task for later. No, I'm kidding. Who's visual drawing? A random cosplayer in my folder full of people. She's probably 30. Dave Bautista is a bro, yeah. Dave Bautista is a real bro. I love him as Blanc. Which one's that? 12 going on 30. No ages in chat. Mikey, where did you get that photo? Well, let's just say I had to pretend to be a 12-year-old Japanese girl on Facebook and add people as friends. No, I'm kidding. Where's the Chris Hunton emote? That used to be an advert. Ayatollah, do you ever, anyone from England, do you ever remember a TV advert from the late 90s, very early 2000s? Late 90s, I'd say, back when the internet was just starting and people were starting to hang around in chat rooms. And there's it's advert, and the advert basically starts up looking at the ceiling, and it's got it's someone's bedroom, and it's got some trophies. And the voiceover is like a really young kid, like a 10-year-old or something. He's like, my name is Peter, and I like football, and I like to go out and play with my friends, and my favourite things at school are blah, blah, blah. And the camera pans down, and it's this big, fat, creepy old guy lip syncing it, typing on the internet. And it's like one of those big kind of use common sense on the internet. Don't do things and talk to people the way you wouldn't in real life. Like, be safe. But it was like a really good. It was a very, very good, very, very simple advert. It was really strong. Good ad. I really enjoy good ad. Oh. V. Thank you very much, V, for the $3 dono. V does two things in particular. Tries to liberate the free minds of future England. And he's also a big fan of the stream. V, thank you very much for the $3. And voila, in view of a humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate, this visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of a vox populi, now vacant, vanished vexation. No, wait, how's it go? Now vacant, vanished vexation stands vivified, has vowed to vanquish vermin. Yo, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I used to know the Hamlet speech, because I did Hamlet when I was a kid. But I will push that memory out my head and replace it with V. Definitely. May all my sins be remembered. V! Cheers, V. That spinning cycle frequency shift is so good. Oh, Izzy. Oh, Va, you know it as well. Great monologue. Ooh. Oh, yo, let's have a look. This is based on Jem's music taste? Oh, this is a mandala of chakra points. Is that correct, Izzy? Were you doing this whilst listening to... is this something that you made whilst you were listening to music that Jem recommended you? This is gorgeous. Yo, there's all sorts going on here. Wait a minute. Is this... What do you call it? Not stenciled. Pointillism. Guys, there's a particular term for pointillism? Because I've made up that word, isn't there? Izzy, were you literally tapping to the beat? Izzy, do you know you can get an electric pen now that does that for you? Rumbly98, first time in chat, you've come in with absolute gold. Stippling. Thank you, Rumbly, I appreciate that. You can get, does anybody remember Peter Draws on YouTube? Only he's not dead. He still makes videos. For a little window of time, he hung out on Twitch and did some live streams. And I'm pretty sure I've seen a video where he's got the electric pen. Oh, it's because she knew your favorite band. Ah. Based on your behavior, I thought your favorite music was the sound of an ambulance siren. A little bit of sass just before bedtime, everyone? Yeah. A little bit of something, something. I was in Brad's stream the other day, and he was just watching like random, like just tossing around, watching random videos from Discord. And there was some guy with a TikTok, and he just had a real kind of frumpy, casual look about him. And Brad was just like, "Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's seen look at this guy. He's seen Tyrion Lannister, and he's decided he's got a new aesthetic." So he's basically taking a piss out of a guy. Look at this guy. He's seen Tyrion Lannister, and now he's decided that he's got a new look or a new aesthetic. So without thinking, I was just like, "Oh, what have you seen then, Brad? A car crash?" he just stopped, and everyone chats just like, because love that man. Brad's had a bit of a tough year, and it was just kind of like, get down. He's got punchlines. Yeah. I was just like, I'll see you later. I'll go hang out until next stream. This is exactly the kind of shit my mods hate. Shout out for Brad Woto if you know how to spell it or what the correct username is. Haven't heard about Peter in a long time. Oh, Peter Draws. Yeah, he's still vibing. He's still doing his thing. He's such this like borderline indie icon of the illustration, like especially IRL medium illustration community. He's just a man who likes to draw in his sketchbooks and relax and investigate pens. And it's just like, it's one of those things where you're just like, that is a man doing exactly the thing that he wants to do. And it's just like, it's good. I like it. Oh yeah, Kid Ludens, oh really? These, by the way, these clip shoutouts, are they linked to, is that Nightbot or is that Lumia still? Everything started evolving. You know I don't like change. Anyway, change is coming. Big change is coming this year. How big's this brush? Can somebody remember the number 23 for me? I remember 23. There's a whole movie about the number 23. Oh, that is like one of the worst things in the world. That is like film cancer. Yeah. Is this a particular character? Vesnan, hey dude. No, I'm just doing a study of a gorgeous cosplayer. She by the way, she is way cuter than what I'm managing to do so far. I'm not doing her justice. I might move her nose back up actually. That's near enough for now. One sec, I'm just gonna go look for something in another room real quick. There we go. Sorry, I was just digging somewhere. Squishy. I don't know. I'm really sorry. So I download great photos, great shots, great artwork from Twitter for about 10 minutes every single morning with my morning coffee. And if you don't watermark your image, I will never see you ever again. However, I do think I recognize this person. This is a super, super cute elfin-faced Japanese lady. I think she's Japanese. And I think some of her most famous cosplays are doing Rem or Ram cosplays. Oh, yeah. The only reason why I haven't shared the pic is like, I'm trying to... Now, I will share the pic, don't worry. But I'm trying to get into the habit of getting, like actually reaching out to other cosplayers and stuff and being like, hey, this is great. Can I use it in a stream? So obviously I'll share this because I don't know who it is. And if any of you guys can tell me, I'd love to know. Actually, do you know what? Reverse image search on Google. This is the person? Don't worry, it's completely safe. Does that ring a bell for anyone? So I had to drop off for an hour. Art's looking dope so far. Samiki, thank you very much, and never worry. Look, I completely get Samiki, but obviously I'm just sitting here doing my own job. But all of you people have lives and shit to do. So you kind of come in, you come out. Maybe you're in my stream for like 30 seconds. You go into someone else's stream. You just kind of dip around until you find a place to settle and lurk. I get all of that because I literally do all of that. So yeah. Ain't no ting. But welcome back nonetheless. Must protect. Yeah, she's so cute, right, Jem? She is... I'm trying not to make a big deal of it, but like... I think I fell in love with her about halfway through doing this illustration. Yeah. Does anybody know what film this song is from? It's not part of the soundtrack score, but this song is played diegetically during a fight scene in a film. Can of Coke for anyone who can piece this together. Anaxma, that is a very, very good guess, but you are wrong. But that genuinely like was my... I bet they're gonna... I wonder if somebody will come up with John Wick. But it's not John Wick. I will save. Oh, who said that? Good shout. It reminds you of Tomb Raider. It does have a bit of a retro vibe to it, doesn't it? But it's still a kind of moderner track. But it has that kind of hard thumping 90s kind of bass. It's not Tomb Raider. It's not Tekken. I'm going to let this question float. This song is not from a film. I would know it. Todge, it's not from the soundtrack. It's played in the film. It's a diegetic score to a fight. Oh, you can't hear it much. Oh, one sec. I got you. Yo. How the devil are you doing? Jess! Jess, I appreciate you probably don't use Twitter, because I found your Twitter account, not that I'm stalking you, and it said, I've only made this Twitter account so I can follow this one person. But I've tagged you anyway, because I found an incredible piece of Danny artwork. Somebody's done this beautiful shot of Danny walking his dog. By the way, the winner is... Sorry, guys, we were just playing what film is this song from? I don't usually do only pure hard bass. The nice lady over there, let me give you my most fun welcome of the day. By the way, who got this right? Var got it. This is playing in the Iceberg Lounge when Batman goes in and beats people up. Yeah. Good shout. Anyway, fa la 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 la. Are you ready? Oh, let's skip this song now. The nice lady over there. The nice lady over there. I'm so efficient now. I've got templates for everything. 2023 is going to be really, really good. And really, really efficient. This is the future. I am the future of Twitch. How are you? Guys, welcome on in over. People at my end, genuinely, please click on the nice lady over there. She draws the most handsomest of men so beautifully. How was your evening? I hope you've had a lovely time of it. Hi, guys. Welcome. Hope everything's going good. Guys, I'm trying to do a spicy anime tiger girl of one of my OCs all the way back down here. So we're just kind of mapping out how she's sitting in this lush jungle environment. However, we got completely sidetracked and we did some warming up sketches. And now instead, I'm just doing a study of some really insanely cute cosplayer. And that's kind of what's been our evening. How's your evening been going? I just can't with you. Yeah, you can, Lady Zavos. You sound so done. Hi, first time viewer. No, Izzy. No. Don't be all 22 on me, Izzy. Come on now, you're better than that. Had a rough week. Oh, okay, mate. And I've had a few days off. So I came back today to the ever lovely chat, and now I feel much better. Nice lady over there. Life be like that sometimes. For whatever it's worth, from a vaguely mild acquaintance on the internet. Much love, dude. Much love to you. And I'm glad it's been picking up at least a little bit. A lot of people I know have had some really, much love to them, have had some really challenging Christmases this year. Last year. What's your thoughts on Grammarly? Can you all stop talking to me? You're bringing out the worst. I'm not about that energy anymore. Nice lady over there. Everybody in my... So I have a very positive 2023 attitude. Thanks for noticing. But everybody in my chat is desperate to bring out the 2022 in me. And they're trying to bring up all these old conversations and these old trigger phrases and keywords about stuff I don't like. But I'm rising above it. I'm like Captain Helium right now. I'm above all of it. I'm just trying to draw really, really cute girls because it makes me happy. Yeah, little. They're trying to. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to squeeze out a little cameo of last year. I'm not about that energy. 2023 is my year. You're goddamn right. Mine too, mate. This is it. Finally, it's for one we've all been waiting for. I'm getting back on track. I haven't. Now look, I'm sorry to flex. I haven't had a single nap all year. I've gone to bed vaguely on time. I've naturally woken up vaguely on time. And I've eaten even meals. No napping. No napping. Napping is my arch nemesis. I'm not about that life anymore. I'm gonna grab it by the teats and latch on. Man, latch on to 2023 like a baby on the edge of a helicopter ride. Let's fucking go. The bar is on the floor, but good for you. Alright, dickhead. Alright. Hey, this is positive energy. Don't be bringing that from your live stream. Good night from Brazil. Dico Neves. Yo, Dico Neves. Salve, amigo. Tudo bem? Boa noite. Look after yourself. Where are my Brazilian arrows at? Come on now. I didn't grow up as a little bambino on the mean streets of Rio. Not to forget my crew. Should we save? I turned this down, but I turned it down too much. Yeah, armpit. Yeah, I feel so bad afterwards. It's so rare for me to get a good one in where I've had the good hour and a half and actually feel refreshed. I just feel sad that I've missed a bit of my day. Oh, Zura drawing as well. Todos amigos. Salve, salve. No, Todd. Hamongchi was trying to do that to me earlier. No. No, we're not going to talk about Talk. We're not going to talk about my internet provider. We're not going to talk about Grammarly. We're not going to talk about that time I had to troubleshoot my Kindle on Amazon. No. Those are all 2022 stories, okay? We are making a brand new, bold, and fresh narrative right here. Nice lady over there. I appreciate it's the end of your evening. You need to, decompress after a live stream and sort out all your equipment and tidy up your desk. But on the off chance that you've been working on anything that we could see that you'd like to share, if you want to drop a link to, your Insta or something, my mods will drop you a permit, and we'd love to, get you all involved. Tidy up my desk. Oh wait, are you doing another art stream from bed? Are you doing another bed with husband art stream? I remember when Instagram refused to believe that you were the real Mikey. Unfortunately, they did. And eventually, we got that resolved. And thank you for remembering. I appreciate you remembering. They sure did. They sure did. Don't remind her. Oh no. I should be drawing 2B fan art for the anime of Nier Automata, but I don't know how to draw anymore. Ooh, I did a 2B a while ago. I really enjoyed it. I actually wanted to do that a stage 2 where I gave her a big dress, and I ran out of time. I kind of might go back to her. Like, 2B has just got such a gorgeous character design, and I really like that inverted look where you give her a white dress and black skin. Like, they both work really well together. Dico Neves, me encantan tus dibujos. Veo tus videos en YouTube. Aprendo mucho de tus dibujos. Dico Neves, obrigado. Obrigado. Oh, wow. It's party time. Let's go back to that hard... Ivana. Wonderful streamers. Let's go back to the hard shit really quickly. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello? Oh, hello! The gorgeous, the friendly, the adopted British, the super chill, the very good at gaming, wonderful cunt, Ivana Hyde, has come in with a raid. Wow! Welcome on in! You wonderful people. Ivana, how is your stream, dude? What have you been up to? I'm just chilling out. We are drawing a really cute cosplayer. And I'm just slowly rendering and vibing. And we're coming to the end of our evening. Oh, thank you, thank you. Ivana, you little ledge. How the devil are you? What's been going on with your stream? Allow me to give you the same welcome I just gave the wonderful, that nice lady over there. After we enjoy this beat for a minute. Let it drop. Anyone who's not from my stream, anyone from Ivana's stream, do you know what film that came out recently this song is playing in? It's not in a soundtrack, but it plays during a fight scene in a recent-ish movie. I'm broadening my horizons with new game types. Oh, you've just done Will-o'-the-Wisps. We cried. Oh, Ivana. Yo, good on you. You finally learned to put Doom Eternal behind you, have you? Wow. Yo, Ivana, the first game I ever cried to on stream was Journey. It's no narrative, it's all emotion and feeling. And at the end, it's sad, and it got on my skin. It's not Megan, it's not Violent Santa. Violent Santa's a weirdly good shout on that, that's so weird. Planet Nixia, what is this? Booba? Oh yeah, so guys, so I'm just doing a little bit of a study right now to kind of like get back into illustrating. The main game plan is we're trying to do a sexy tiger girl. Half elf, half tiger girl, deep in the jungle. Belle, immense, luxurious, voluptueux. Do you know what I mean? But before we kind of dive back into this, her name's Danny. We're just on that cute kick. Trying to capture that cute kick, I should say. So welcome on in, lovely to have you. Anyway, Ivana, let me give you a proper welcome. Ivana Hyde. Ivana Hyde. Oh, dude, Ivana, did you get anything on the Steam sale? We got way too invested. I now have over 100 games on Steam. Like, there's no more art anymore. No, there is, I promise. We are hard video gaming now for the rest of the year. 2023 is going to be big. Always love that one. Oh, you didn't? You missed out. Well, you got plenty, mate. Ivana, I wish you all the best for 2023. Whether you have public or personal resolutions, I hope you meet them furiously well. I'm feeling very, very good about this year. We've just been talking about it with the nice lady over there, and I've been talking about it with my chat all afternoon. Things are going to be going much, much better this year. This actually might be the one, Ivana. This might be the good one. So, Will-o'-the-Wisps, and you're expanding your horizons. So, what's next on your trying out something different list? Do you have another game lined up? I'm assuming you beat. Will. I needed a break from the Ultra Nightmare. It was hurting my mentality. Yeah, I bet, mate. Mine is a bit of a rocky road, but I'm positive it will turn around. Ivana, again, I appreciate we're just Twitch live streamer online acquaintances. But much love with whatever your challenges might be. And I'm pretty sure you've already got friends that you can talk to, so I'm not going to offer my services. But all the best, man. This is going to be the year, even if it's a tough struggle. I'm feeling it. I have the scent of a good year. Scent of a woman. Hollow Knight. Oh, God, that's also on my to-do list. Oh, I think I purchased that, actually. I think that was also on my Steam pickup list. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh God, let me open Steam. Do you know what? You've put me in the mood to look, Ivana. Let me open up my Steam. I'm going to be doing an Assassin's Creed and a Metal Gear Solid chronological run-through at some point. So we picked up most of the Assassin's Creed for relatively cheap. But it turns out I need to get the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for the PlayStation 3 because they never released it. Library. I'm just trying to see if I have any Hollow Knight-esque games that might also be of some interest. Planet Nixia, yo, how you doing? We were just listening. It's called Hot 44 by Bauer. Anyway, let's skip Crystal and go down to... Oh, we're getting all the way down here now. Man, we've just been listening to my rather excellent taste in liked songs. It's a real eclectic mix. They're all kind of really good. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Oh no, no, Ayatollah. The only reason I typed it is because Bauer's spelt weird. I would have let you guys vibe it, but it's just because it was a weird word. I was like, I know where it's from. Yeah. It's from that movie. Batman. Did you grab Dead Cells or remove it? Oh, that's a good shout. No, we have it. We are doing Dead Cells. Let me double check what game this was. Is this the right word? Roguelite. It's a 2D roguelite. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. I don't really know what roguelite means. I hear it a lot. This is the interactive one though, right? Oh yeah, Ivan, have you ever vibed Dead Cells? Yeah, this was strongly recommend it. Excuse me, I'm very tired and it's coming to the end of my night, and my words go strongly recommended. I'm looking forward to Detroit Become Human because I just really feel like this is a good game to play with chat and just be a fucking troll. We've got all the Dooms. One day, Ivana, I'm gonna be a cool kid. I don't know if she's still here, but I'm still gonna talk to her like she is. I've got Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil, Doom 3 BFD Edition, Doom 64, Doom 2016, and Doom Eternal. We're going to be doing a hard run. It was Ivana Hyde that put Doom back on my radar. Oh yeah, and also The Evil Within. But also Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Roguelites usually punish for death or reset abilities you gain on the way. Oh, is that what it refers to? But it's got a really unforgiving punishment element. So could I say that Sifu is a roguelite fighting game? Sifu is a roguelite combat adventure? Detroit Become Human was incredibly fun. I don't remember much though. Yeah, I don't remember it being like... Looks like someone's a comedian. Thank you, Scott Harris, for $3. Someone in chat having a little chuckle to themselves, yeah? Having a little 2022 chuckle. Bad energy, man. Bad juju. Not around here. Not around here. We're not about that life anymore. We're not about that life. That was very 2022 from someone, but thank you very much for the $3. I love you, Mikey. Sign my chest. Sorry, I only sign testicles. Also, sometimes dungeons are somewhat different each time you enter in roguelites. Oh, so also ones that have the word I want to say is procedurally generated, isn't it? That's the phrase. Anyway, if you are still here, that nice lady over there, have yourself a good evening. Thank you very much for that raid. Always nice to see you. We need to get back on the Alien Isolation. Yeah. Oh no. I was Gabby, I was mentioning that earlier. I don't know if you're here. I was literally saying that's still a game where I know that I want to replay it, and at the same time, I know that it's a little bit boring by the end because it's just simply just a little bit too long. It is a really, really good game that suffers from just being a tiny bit too long. And by saying tiny, it's generous. It's massively too long for what it is. BPM, Hades, all bangers. And all of those are roguelites. Oh, sorry. Roguelike. Sorry, was I saying roguelite? I meant to say roguelike. My bad. Oh, Hades, it's nice. Oh, yeah. I want to. It's been recommended to me a billion times. And I'm told that, like, the combat in Cult of the Lamb is like a very simplified Hades kind of combat. Does anybody know what video game this is from? Seeing as we're giving out cans of Coke before bedtime. Good luck getting asleep. No, Vesnan, it's not Dishonored, but Vesnan, we got Dishonored on Steam. So we'll be playing that this year-ish as well. Oh, so many games. I did start to feel a little bit like it was Christmas time again. Because, like, how to put it? I was saying this the other day. I don't know if this is the same for any of you guys. But, like, as somebody who just is used to saving up for stuff and not getting everything immediately, like most human beings when they grow up, if I want something, I work out what I want, and then I save up for it, and eventually I can afford it, and I get it. And that's kind of how I process stuff. Like, I'm not someone who's ever gone shopping because they felt like going shopping without the specific requirement to buy something. Do you know what I mean? So we were hanging out the other day and just buying games on Steam because they're also cheap. And it felt like, we're like, you know, there's like no agenda. It's just like, you know, what do you want to get? Well, what's there? And it's just like super nice because it was just like, that goes in the basket. That goes in the basket. Where the red fern grows. Where the red fern grows. Hunger. Can of Coke. Coke before bedtime, hunger. Coke before bedtime. It took me a while to work out what that was. I was like, are you talking about War of the Worlds? With the red weed? I thought I saw FIFA 15. Yeah, it's Horizon. It is Horizon, Ayatollah. But you didn't confidently go with Horizon, so I didn't accept it. I was in listening mode, but I need to go and get my ass to bed. You've got a collab in 6 hours. Yo, dope. Everybody, can we get another shout out for Ivana Hyde, please? And also one more for the nice lady over there. Have a good sleep. Look after yourself, dude. Have a great collab. Oh, dude, I might... Oh, God, that's horrible. Yeah. Oh, dude, I might catch the end of it in the morning. If I can, I'll pop in and say hello. Take care. Let's make this lovely face a bit bigger. Let's do some zooming in. I'm off too. See you around about 3 tomorrow. Yo, let's fucking go, Ayatollah. Look after yourself. See you tomorrow. Oh, have a good night. Yo, cheers, bro. Alright, guys. Actually, do you know what? With that in mind, I think we've probably come to the end of our stream vibe as well. As you know, your boy Mikey has been going to bed consistently at around about 1 or 2 o'clock. And I've got like a few like little offline tasks that usually get done post stream. Oh, do you know what? Let's stay for a little bit longer. Okay, look, I'm sorry to and fro, but I just want to render a bit more hair. I'm being really strict with myself now. I'm going to try to make sure I no longer accidentally do 14-hour art streams. Because we've started quite a few streams that were going to be 4 hours long. And then we've kind of like just run overnight because, you know, the art was flowing. However, in the long run, it means I stream less because I end up taking big breaks after that. So I'm going to try to keep all of our really long live streams to purposeful marathon streams, as opposed to just every art stream I've ever done. So I'm trying to be really strict here and trying to make sure that like I aim for about 4 hours per live stream, and I don't mind going for about 5.5. But I'm trying not to be the guy who constantly went over from that anymore. So we are going to wrap. Not yet. Calm down. I see you. You're about to click on a tab. I'll see you. But real soon. We still got a raid. Still got to take all this love that we've received from other streamers. These bumpy figures. And jump into somebody else's live stream instead. Yes. Hey, British Mangaka, how you doing? Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. I really hope I get to see you tomorrow, Mikey. My kids are out of the house. You said that's why you're on the soup. Lady Soup Boss. My husband won't wake up until 5 p.m. Oh, does he have some really challenging shifts? At which point he'll almost immediately go to work. So I've got all day and all night. Yo, okay, so remember guys, follow me on Twitter, both my Twitter accounts. I always tweet an hour before I go live. I'm live every single day on Twitch except for Mondays. And mostly it's from 7 p.m. UK time. But it's Sundays are fun days because I do a little bit less work and a little bit more streaming and video gaming. So I'm probably going to start from around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. That is very early if you're in America, so don't stress. But I'll be vibing into the afternoon, so I hope to see you guys. Rough time for... well, dude, it's... well... I timidly fear that pushed back might be part of a rhythm for the moment, because I've just worked out on my spreadsheet... I have to dedicate quite a lot of time to editing film cram right now. Like, I didn't realize that I actually had to be cracking on. I put the spreadsheet together today and it immediately basically just spat out the other end when I worked out the dates. But I've got to do a film cram video every week until July. So I'm just like, so yes, but... give me like a test week or a couple test weeks. My apologies, my profuse apologies. Give me a test week to see how I'm going with film crime and shit. Smash or pass, Lord Farquaad. Smash if he doesn't like it. Pass if he's into it. Mike, I did my first art of the year. My goblin in a bunny girl suit. Ooh, are you sharing? Oh. Do you know what? I think I quite like Goblin Bunny Girl looks. You ever... Is it... Wait, guys. Guys, when's Chinese New Year? What's the official calendar date? Thanks for bearing with. Dodge. What's your BDSM test result? Svartgevagug. I've still not taken it. If somebody wants to link me to it, I will take that test. I've seen that test. But I've still not actually sat down and done it. I will send a link. All right, mate. All right, mate. Calm down, mate. Whisper it to me, though. Whisper it to me. Seeing as it's an over 18 topic. Whisper, I said. He's kids. All right. Smart. I got you. All right, smart dog. All right. So keen to know my BDSM results. 1 minute. Okay. Fuck it. That's fine. I'll let you off. Let me just grab this link. Yo, cheers, dude. Let's test the kink out of you. Yo, nice one. Okay, great. I'm going to leave that on another tab. Thank you. Tickle me a bit there. Oh, I wonder if she made these bunny ears herself. This plasticky leather material, PVC question mark, is actually just hard wrapped around the headband, and I'm assuming glue gunned in place. Do you say glue gunned or hot glued? Is it hot glue? If anybody's ever made a cosplay or arts and crafting, glue gun or hot glue? Hot gunk. Hot gunk's what happens when a man loves a woman. You'll learn when you're older. Hey, Samiki. Are you concerned about the coming of spring? Who is the person who even asked that in the first place? Are you concerned about the coming of winter? Why do you delay in your answer? Why do you delay? Are you concerned? Somebody remind me to do more studies of hot cosplayers, but pretend that I'm drawing it from scratch. And then if I give them elf ears we can pretend that it was my art all along. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in a different environment. I've just realised that doing this and doing the thing about doing a study is it's so relaxing compared to doing a drawing when you're constructing your own characters. Because with a study, you just look at this and then you look at this and you chat. Mikey, I notice a lot of your characters, Mikey, look an awful lot like Jenna Lynn Meowry. No, don't worry about it. This is an OC. This is a J-Lo. J-Lo the Elf, it's called. Oh, that's very sweet. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is my new OC. It's a 6 foot tall elf called Tashanina. Yeah. You sure, mate? You sure you're not just copying pictures of cosplayers? No. Have you got bees in your mouth? You don't happen to have a load of bees in your mouth right now, do you? Does anybody know what that's a reference to? Anyone? Totally unrelated. I am a totally unrelated artist. I hope taking tests isn't your kink. Ooh, let's go. I like to be observed and judged. No, you did great. You did great, British mangaka. Your friends want you to stream... Oh, it's adorable. Your friends want me to stream Crisis Core. One friend outed me for crying when I beat it on a PSP back in college. I was so upset. That's a real fucker. I don't know if any of you guys have played the original Crisis Core. I'm assuming it's the same in the current Crisis Core. But in the original Crisis Core, the game has an infinite final fight. Spoiler alert. And the game only ends when you give up. When you stop fighting the good fight. And it is unbelievably traumatic. It's so sad. Oh, I don't want to think about it. That's why I can only draw from reference. Do you know what? I am okay. This is all between us, but I am low key gonna get really into drawing from references this year. Welcome to the new flesh. Same. How are you, Seahawk? Now what? Now compared from earlier, I am tired, Seahawk, but happy. Tired but happy. And with that in mind, now, my friends, we shall go raid. Dude, should we come back to this? I need to change a few things. Like, the nose isn't quite right. Might remap a couple bits, but I'm liking just sitting here doing a little cute. Do you know? I should just probably do a different. We'll do a fresh, different illustration maybe next time. But we'll find the vibe. One second, I just want to try something, but no biggie. This one's so nice and chill to finish on. Yo, okie dokie. Selena Joe, thank you very much for saying. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Oberman, I hate to be that guy, but I feel like her ear is a little too far left to her head. Now, fear not, dude. I don't mind that much unsolicited feedback, because if you're speaking from your gut instinct as a viewer, it's usually something that's worth looking at. What I'm doing is I'm measuring the eye distance against where I'm placing my fingers. That lands just inside of there. And this one lands. Just a touch, maybe, yeah. But just a touch. She has turned, like, I might have caught the turn of her head as much in her face as she is in the image. We'll see. Alright, you lovely people. Why was the drawing you first had on stream so big? Oh, the Tiger Girl one. Wait, what? Anyway, long story short, we're going to go raid. Sorry, guys, I might be a little bit too tired to catch everything in chat now. But we're going to go hang out and say hello to another excellent streamer. One of my absolute favourites. You're going to love it over there. We are going to... Right, who's on? Who have we got? Who's doing some artwork? I want art streamer tonight. Okay, should we go into the art category? Should we find a random? Okay, actually, okay, okay. There's an artist I follow who makes insane illustrations. We might just go there. However, let me just see what else is on this platform. Holy Jesus! Somebody's literally drawing fox bums. Let's not say we did. Should we keep scrolling? I think if you scroll too far down in the art category, you go on a register. This person is doing amazing work, but they don't even have a microphone today. so I'll skip it because I like at least hearing human voices. Retour de vacances. Is this un stream français? Yo, guys, we're kind of vibing down the art section right now. Yo, have a good one, man. JG, thanks for vibing. Oh, this person's drawing some very thick hips. This has an interesting pose. If you go down far enough, you enter this gold territory again, where there's some pretty good illustrators. They just don't have a very big crowd. Right, who has a microphone and is in English? Oh, here we go. Here's somebody who's doing an acrylic IRL. This looks gorgeous. It's some foxes. Oh, someone's doing some. We're going here. I'm seeing a really thick pair of it's on a juicy anime character model. Let's go visit a VTuber called Blue Pixie Art. They are currently working on a 3D model of a very thick character design. So let's go say hi. I think they're in English. A small disabled 3D artist from England. Yo, represent. It's a UK streamer. Guys, come join me. Come be nice and friendly and polite, will you guys? We're going to go right down to the bottom of the art section. And we're going to jump into a little streamer stream called Blue Pixie Art. Let's show her some love. /raid. She's currently working on her legs, but I caught the full model in the thumbnail. So if we ask really nicely, she might show us the full character model, because the shapes certainly looked juicy. Izzy, welcome back. Izzy, see you later. Okay, guys, we're going to go raid a new person, Blue Pixie Art. I saw thick thighs in a 3D character model, possibly rigged. I have no idea. So let's check out their vibe. Also, they're obviously a degen because it's 1 o'clock in the morning in the UK and they're still streaming, and that's disgusting and wrong, and it needs to be stopped. And you guys, I will see you tomorrow because we are back on some Elden Ring. I am doing some voice work and editing videos all day tomorrow, and my only break is the middle of the afternoon where I get to hang out with you guys and play Elden Ring with Ayatollah. And then after stream, I have to go back to editing videos and footage. Fortunately, it's low-key, and I'm actually really engaged with that show again, so I don't mind doing it, but it's a real slog. So come hang out with your boy tomorrow. Everybody, let's say hello to somebody. Join me in this raid, and I'll see you guys in the flip mall. Peace. Oh, man. I like a little stream. Love a little stream. Oh, good God!